Do you know how many superhero movies are coming out this year? Do you know how many are coming out this year?
6.
I'm gonna say I was gonna go with 6 as well.
Let's off the top of my head see if I can remember them. Deadpool, X-Men, Doctor Strange. There must be more Marvel ones.
Yeah, there's Captain America, Civil War.
Captain America: Civil War,
Batman vs Superman,
Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad.
Oh my god! I forgot
Fuck
about that.
me. And then there's Star Wars as well.
7 superhero movies.
And then that's 1 year. Do you remember a time where I keep hearing some weird noise?
James fucking left World of Tanks on, didn't
You left the fucking World of Tanks on. Ruben, go turn it off. It's fine.
James, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You did it on purpose, well, didn't you?
He did do it on purpose, you son of a bitch. You fucking asshole. Ruining the first podcast. So I suppose they call it a pilot for a reason.
What? A private?
We made a video, when was it, on Jar?
I'm getting my fucking
Like a month ago now, or something, saying how we're just kind of sick of superhero movies.
Yeah, I actually saying that when I went to Stars, every single advert before the movie was just trailers of superhero movies.
Yeah.
I was just like, fucking, is it really
When
that
are we
many?
gonna, like... I don't think we reflect general attitude towards it.
It's getting, so.
Fuck it, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if us four specifically represent a general attitude towards it.
Towards what?
Are people getting sick of superhero movies yet? Is that a thing?
I don't think so.
People like us are, but
Yeah, but we're a weird one. Yeah.
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 Superhero.
Because, like, there's always a point where audiences get fed up of seeing a thing and they just won't anymore.
Like
I can't
what's
think
happening
of
with Assassin's Creed now, pretty much.
effectively the same thing, yeah. Like, there is a word for it, but I've forgotten what it is. Is putting it down a good idea with James in this room?
Probably not.
You say that as if I'm the clumsiest person.
I'm pretty clumsy at the moment.
Should I put it?
I'm pretty clumsy.
Do you want me to put it on the...
Just hold it.
I'll just hold it.
Yeah.
Hold it here.
Yeah, so... Yeah, there's just not...
They're all formulaic.
I'm not going to see anything new from any of these movies.
Exactly.
I'll go see Deadpool. If it tracks okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go see Batman and Superman because you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Captain America because kind of have to.
Like, the only one that does anything for me is just Batman vs Superman purely because of, like, the title and what it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like everyone saw the Avengers because it's the first time that's a thing. We've never seen Batman and Superman be a thing before.
I'd say this is more of a big deal.
I am very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's more of a big deal because Batman and Superman's way more recognizable and
than
iconic
the
than the Avengers are. And I always preferred Batman and Superman myself over the Avengers team, so... I don't know, it's probably going to be shit, if I had to guess. I don't...
It's just going to be...
The problem is, like, all of them are just... There's nothing...
I'm so sorry about all this noise I'm making. I'm so sorry, but my leg...
There's a word that's just trapped in my head right now. It's like a perfect word to describe how nothingy all these movies are. How just... what is it?
It could be a lot of words. So
Yeah.
I don't know what one word you're looking for.
Yeah, but, like... You'll come out the theatre, forget about it, and that'll be that. And you'll just gradually get more and more sick of it, and it's just...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't deal with it anymore.
I just hate the way Marvel do it.
I do as well. That was my fear with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Well, it is my fear still, actually, that they're just gonna morph it into this
Horrible.
They're gonna make it not special anymore.
Shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, so many of the Marvel movies are barely movies because they're just like stepping stones to get to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Avengers 2 is hardly a movie; it's a setup to another movie. But then that movie is going to be another setup to another movie, and it's like nothing satisfying
Infinity
ever.
War seems like kind of the defined conclusion, though, to Avengers.
What does Civil War?
No, Infinity War.
Infinity
Which is
does
what
seem
we're
like
gonna
it,
end
yeah,
up at
because
soon.
but that's like the business side of it. That's a lot of contracts ending and stuff, so they sort of have to. They don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be some kind of finish thing. Civil War is like probably going to be the best movie I expect out of all the ones listed just then, just in terms of like solid movie making and the way everything's.
Yeah, I like the second Captain America. It was good.
It's fine, but like it's the one that has the most potential to be like good because. I remember Superman, boy. After that latest trailer, I cannot relate.
It's like they were writing and then they were like, you know what? This needs more. Wonder Woman, fuck you, get her in there. You know what? This needs more. We'll get
not
Doomsday
enough.
in there as well.
It's not enough, Ruben.
This needs more. We need Lex Luthor as well in there.
That's not enough, though.
Definitely.
No,
This
we need more.
needs even more. Lois Lane, we're going to write her real into it as well.
No, more. than that.
Batman needs a lover, and maybe just an Alfred as well. Yeah,
There,
we'll get
there needs
more.
way more than that. What about a big green rage monster for them to fight?
I already said that, Doomsday.
What about the starfish?
Who looks like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
What about the original Justice League?
And Aquaman's going to be in there somewhere, I think. He'd probably be the after credits stinger.
Yeah. I hate calling it Stinger.
Isn't Cyborg in it?
Remember when it was just post?
I don't know if Cyborg's actually in it or not.
He'll end up in it. Give it another 3
Probably.
years.
It's going to
Tease
be
him
interesting.
In the Suicide Squad or some shit. He'll be like on a table, on a surgical table, and it'll just be.
But like,
end.
when I look at the comments on like the trailer,
Wow, this looks so epic.
that is all it is. It's just like, this is what people want. It's what people want.
They want flashy visuals.
They want flashy visuals, big explosions. Nothing else
More
matters.
Ninja Turtles.
I mean,
I should have given it to Christopher Nolan so he could have overwritten everyone.
can you imagine Doomsday in a Christopher Nolan movie?
He'd be like, I don't know if I can kill Superman the whole way.
He'd just be a man with
Weird
that
moral-
like.
morality thing.
What would a Chris
There's
Nolan?
no characters in Christopher Nolan movies. Everyone knows that.
So yeah, for superhero movies, they can.
Apart from Alfred.
Apart from Alfred, yeah. I like Alfred in those
Gordon.
movies.
Yeah.
And Gordon, yeah.
And Lucius Fox.
The thing, like, it's weird because I don't even associate the Chris Nolan Batman movies with Batman, really. Because,
No.
like, the first one is about Batman. That's him. But the second one is a Joker story, and the third one is almost
kind
more of a Bane one, almost.
It's a bit more of a Hollywood story, to be honest.
Yeah,
More of a
yeah.
one of those.
I associate them more with spectacle and thing than actual Batman to me. I don't know. It's just I always forget that Christian Bale's even in the movies because I always think about it's Joker, it's Scarecrow, it's Bane. Everyone remembers Bane. Everyone remembers the Joker
Everyone remembers Bane because he's a fucking meme.
because he's a meme. Yeah. Then the Joker's a meme as well. Everyone's a meme.
Nobody bats an eye.
Bane's
But if
more
you
of
do
The
this,
Dark Knight
one
is just
of
a
those,
meme at this
right?
point. Like every line of dialogue is a meme.
I know so many lines of dialogue. When I watch
Yeah.
that film, I can quote most of the film.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
we've got a
That's
new
why I
record,
haven't been
Jim.
able to watch it in so long because
This is way
yeah.
more bizarre. You could quote Halo 1, like start to
Deep
finish.
cut.
And the only way I could only quote like Dark Knight is when I'm actually watching it. And I could quote Halo 1 without it being on.
yeah,
What a talent.
yeah.
Thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy? I'll turn to Jim for this
Have we
one.
not talked about that before?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, we
we
probably
feel
have
like we
actually. Well, everyone knows Jim hates it.
No, Jim like famously hates Guardians of the
No, but that's
Galaxy.
an exaggeration.
Yeah.
I think
You don't
it's
hate
exactly the same as every other Marvel movie.
Yeah.
And that's just.
Well, we were talking about it earlier actually.
Because it always comes out because there's that fucking raccoon in there, which triggers me.
And the
Being
dancing
angry.
group.
Yeah,
The dancing
fucking
group.
Yeah, but I don't see that.
You don't see it.
It's higher.
Yeah.
I'm not very tall.
Well, and Jim hates Chris Pratt. so-
No, what was it you were saying earlier? Your biggest problem with it?
But in Marvel movies, every character is the fucking same.
The
shit
smart
talking-
Alec. It's like everybody is Han
it's
Solo.
that thing that Stephen Fry was saying about, where the American hero, comedy hero, is
Yeah.
always the shit talker, the smart guy.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad trailer looks better than fucking Batman and Superman.
So Suicide Squad. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
The
Suicidal Squabble.
Yeah.
Suicidal Squib.
Suicide Scrabble.
So I think we talked shit about it.
Pardon
on one of the
me?
previous
Yeah,
ones.
and I remember because I thought it looked pretty crap. And then the trailer was like, oh okay,
This new one with the Queen song.
yeah.
Is this just real memes?
Is this just phantom memes?
Yeah.
Stuck
Yeah, I
in
thought it was
a
an
meme
okay trailer.
slide
I've seen people criticizing it, saying it's just copying Guardians of
to
the Galaxy.
escape from memality.
You know the whole way that they
I'm done
use
now.
the what song do they use in the Guardians kept using 70s songs as the and it made it characterful.
What was the song in the
Yeah, but
first
they're
film?
acting as if Guardians of the Galaxy is the first film ever to use a music to be character. You know, fuck Guardians of the Galaxy. Fuck it now. If everyone's going to be like
The thing
that.
that's more interesting to me is that it's like a perspective and a take on a superhero movie that hasn't quite been done yet. But there
Yeah.
hasn't been a villain movie yet.
No.
So it would be the first one to do that, which
The
is
closest
interesting.
thing is like the dysfunctional heroes, but we've seen that.
Yeah, but that's like
Plenty
every
of
superhero
times,
movie,
yeah.
you know? Like Iron Man's super dysfunctional, Batman's super dysfunctional.
But like, I mean, dysfunctional group together being misfits and like not getting
Oh, yeah.
along. Like the Avengers, like the first one is just that the whole way.
Yeah.
Going to the galaxy is that.
I mean,
the
that's
idea.
like the only thing you can work with, really. It's like the only thing that makes a movie when you have a group of people, isn't it? There has to
Yeah.
be some kind of conflict between them. So yeah,
Civil War, for example.
yeah.
The whole thing is that.
It also looks different, you know? Like all the Marvel movies look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
This
actually
could
looks
be the comic book movie that
It's a
I
comic
actually
movie.
like.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
I actually want to see it now.
the other ones are more a problem with me, not the movie. Because I've seen it all fucking before.
No, that is a problem with the movies, though. I think.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not a problem with that specific movie. It's a problem with the ones before it.
Well, yeah.
It's not that movie's fault.
Well, it kind of is.
Well, with Marvel, when it is the whole plan is just that.
Yeah.
But I mean, if a movie as good as Iron Man came out now, I'd like it less because it came out now.
Mm-hmm.
But then was Iron Man even that good?
It's alright. I watched it
It's a good
recently-ish.
movie.
Yeah.
It's okay, I suppose.
It's not like...
They're all like in the same
I found
place
Iron
in my
Man
head,
3
though.
more fun, which is controversial to say. I found it more fun though.
They're all in the same place in my head though. Like, then I don't consider any of them like amazing movies particularly.
No. They're just fine.
Yeah.
You know, they're relevant. I keep up with them because everyone talks
They're
about
so
them.
just totally popcorn things. aren't
Oh, pardon me.
I'm sure we've had this conversation before.
Kind of, yeah.
Probably have, yeah.
I've never had that much attachment to any of the Marvel characters though. I've always liked the DC
Spider-Man.
ones.
I remember the Avengers films.
Spider-Man.
I always thought, yeah, Avengers is good, blah 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 blah. And then I watched Civil War, and I thought,
Spider-Man's
Winter Soldier, and I thought that was kind of different-ish, I guess. It was like that, you know, obviously the obvious plot there. That's one of the good comics, isn't it? The Winter Soldier. People like that one. Civil War, again, same thing. It's one of the popular comics. People really like that one. So, you know, these ones seem to be... I find that these Captain America things they've done now have been more interesting in premise than the Avengers films.
Yeah. Well, it's because you can only tell the same... Well, like,
Well,
comics...
they narrow down the characters more in Captain
Yeah.
America. Like, it is just Captain America and, like, 4 others. Or, you know, and even
I
then,
saw
2
some
of them
story
don't matter.
about there's going to be, like, 30, 40 odd characters in the Infinity War thing. Something like that. That they have to juggle.
How long's that going to be?
20
Well,
years.
it's 2 movies, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
They're going to be, like, 2 hours, 50 minutes
Yeah, but,
long
like,
each or
Harry
something.
Potter was split into 2 movies. You know?
Yeah.
I didn't need
that was
to be
with-
there.
No.
That was just for cash.
Well,
Dark Knight
like,
Rises should have been split into 2 movies. We've talked about that, though,
Yeah.
definitely.
yeah, so it was a decent trailer.
Yeah.
Joker looks cool.
Mhm.
It's just good to see the Joker again.
There's that shot they show of him, like, laying on his back with all the knives around him, and I think
Yeah.
that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Good
I've
director.
had enough of fucking Giallo.
Fury
man.
director.
Fuck me.
I
Harley
I
Quinn
feel
was kind of odd,
kind
though.
of...
You don't like Harley Quinn?
Not really.
Really?
Mm.
That's like the most characterful thing in the trailer, though.
I just... Going off previous performances and stuff.
There hasn't been a Harley Quinn, though.
Not in live action.
Yeah.
But
So
it's-
I was saying to Ruben earlier, I find Harley Quinn in the games, the Arkham games, like really fucking annoying because of her voice.
yeah, isn't that kind of the point?
Sort of, but it gets to a point where it's just like I don't want to hear you talk anymore because it's so like fucking ridiculously almost overdone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She seems more like just like a mental patient person to me. I don't know. She seems good. She seems like one of the things that will be the standout because the movie's going to be entirely around her. I can almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
It'll be her origin story thing. Like the whole movie will be based around that. You can figure that out from the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
The only worry would be that it just turns into fucking schlock in the last part with some
Yeah.
big fight, some shit.
And then there'll be a beam in the
goodies.
sky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There looks like there's going to be zombies in it or something.
Mm.
Based on like breaking down the trailer or whatever. I don't know.
Whatever.
Zombies.
What's the other film that's coming out? Deadpool. I
I'm-
don't feel
I'm-
like immediately angry like you lot seem to be about it.
I'm
obviously
more confident in Suicide Squad
Yeah.
than I am in Deadpool.
Deadpool has more potential to slip down to being awful. Okay, great.
Yeah, I think Deadpool like has a chance to be the superhero movie that sort of defies all the other ones, and it's just sort of like a big fuck you to the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they have the balls to do that,
Well, they had the balls to make it an 18, which is something.
Mm-hmm.
That's something at least.
My main
Yeah,
problem's just
that
the
would just be
humour.
violence, though, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The
Well,
humour.
It
violence
is a
and
certain type of
swearing.
humor.
Yeah, I have no problem with that kind of humor. Well, I don't think I do. It might piss me off after a while. I might just be like, okay, that's
the
a
thing.
joke
Do you
to
really
early.
want an hour and a half movie of this snarky
Again.
again?
Apart from this time he can say fuck.
Yeah.
But that's the
Is
problem.
it?
His character is that they're actually staying true to the source
Yeah.
material. His character is that.
Yeah. But like, yeah, it could be written a certain way. Like,
Either way, we're gonna have to see it because we're gonna have to make a thing about
like
it. All
not
of
to
them.
suck-
All 7 superhero films
Yeah.
we're gonna have to watch.
not to sucky Edgar Wright off too much, but like someone with those sort of sensibilities could do something really fucking good with a character like that, probably. You know, with humor and stuff. But I don't know who's directing it, or whatever, or writing it.
I'll find out actually right now.
That will be the deciding factor, because I think Ryan Reynolds is like perfect for
Yeah,
it.
well, yeah, he seems really passionate about the
Yeah, and
project.
he really
as
cares
well.
about it. it's just going to come down to, is this movie going to be
Fucking
just like
shit.
schlock again? Bollocks.
Tim Miller.
Tim Miller. What
Scott
else is-
Pilgrim. He's known for Scott Pilgrim. He worked
Oh,
on
really?
it, so I don't know what he did on
Get
it.
right.
He didn't write it.
No.
Obviously, he didn't direct it because was he a producer? No. Visual effects, creative supervisor for Blur Studio on Scott Pilgrim. Oh, that's a weird link. Yeah.
That's cool.
He's worked on Mass Effect too as well.
That's interesting.
He's written just short
yeah,
stories in like 2004. He hasn't
Yeah.
done anything since then.
I just feel like it could really go either way. But I'm not invested particularly in the character. I've never been that mad about him. Because I've never read any of the comics or anything, so I don't
Writers.
fucking care. If it's good, it's good, and I'll enjoy it.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
there's
So
a Twitter joke, so it
the
won't be good.
screenplay writers,
I
okay?
know.
I'll tell you the screenplay writers.
That's the stuff that worries me, is like Twitter jokes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Stuff that in 10 years will be like, what? What does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
You
He
can
wrote
still...
Zombieland,
Okay.
Oh, what a great movie.
and loads of just other stuff that's like nothing. He wrote Dinosaur, of additional story to the
Well, the
Disney thing from
2003 one.
2000.
2000.
Yeah.
I used to love that movie. Probably
But he also wrote G.I. Joe Retaliation, but I don't think he really gave a fuck, let's be honest.
Hey, I love that movie.
It depends if you did the
And then there's the
screenplay
other
or-
one, Paul Wernick, who looks like he just worked on the same things with him. Yeah. It would just be... I feel like that film will be just fine at the very least.
You'd hope so. Like, I wouldn't mind getting more 18s, superhero movies, because they end up, like, there's violence in them, but they can never do anything with it.
No.
Never anything impactful.
It's just punching.
Like, I saw a video on Every Frame's a Painting about, it was the Jackie Chan one, I think, about the way they edit fight scenes.
Yeah.
And they don't look like they're actually fighting at all. Like, hits don't hit because they cut for every swing of like a fist or a kick or whatever. So it just looks a certain way. That just isn't very impactful particularly.
Literally not very impactful.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck a doodle do. That's all I can say about that one. Whatever. Superhero movies, fuck my ass.
Deadpool's going to do really well.
You think so?
Yeah. No, it's my barber.
I
he's
think
like,
it's going to go one of two ways.
my barber's like, I don't know, I think he's like 28. I can't remember. So grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
Through that. And he said that's the only superhero film that's appealed to me.
What, Deadpool?
Yeah, he said
He's
that's the
seen
only
the
one.
trailer and he thinks
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
interesting.
That's the only one that's appealed to him.
Maybe it will
So
then.
it's going to be that audience. It's obviously going to be an adult audience. They knew they could get away with the 18 thing. They knew their demographic were that age,
Yeah.
or our age and a bit older.
Huh. That is interesting. Well, we'll find out, I guess.
He doesn't give a fuck about any of the other superhero films
Yeah.
at all. He doesn't care. Can't be bothered with them for the same reasons that we're bored of it, tiring. Can't be bothered.
Yeah.
But we,
No, it's going to be interesting to see if after this year people are going to fucking care anymore. It's just going to keep ramping up until we're getting one a month. We nearly are getting one a month already. Like,
we're getting 7 out of 12.
did you
months
see all
this
the
year.
stuff from, like, what's it called? Not Hugo Strange, that's a DC thing. Doctor Strange. The Benedict Cumbersmack
Yeah.
magician movie. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
I,
like-
that's the one I think I care about. I don't know, because he's in it is the point.
Uh-huh.
He's usually good.
Yeah.
No, he's like always good actually.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Benedict's thing.
But like, just what the fuck? What is anyone going to care about that
Yeah.
at all? Doctor Strange? That's such a deep cut. Does anyone know him?
yeah, I don't know who he is.
Iron Man is like, no one knew him before the movie, but he's an easy to wrap your head around. He's rich. He makes a Metal Man suit and
Who the
he
fuck
looks
do
cool.
the Fantastic Four belong to again? That's Marvel, isn't it? But Sony has it.
They don't have the movie rights.
Yeah. Weren't they going to work on something, was the idea, together?
They worked with fucking Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, that was the one. Fantastic Four
Sony
is-
owns Spider-Man, Fox owns
Good job.
X-Men and Fantastic Four. That was it.
Fantastic Four is fucked now.
Who fucking cares about Fantastic Four? They suck anyway. They're dumb. We've already had the best Fantastic Four movie possible anyway with The Incredibles. So
Oh, the Silver Surfer.
Silver fucking surf. And
Is
With
it
the penis.
wasn't that a deleted scene?
No, it's actually in the film.
You sure? I watched the film to try and prove the point, and I could not find it.
well, it's in this trailer.
I can find
Flies
it.
under a bridge, and if
And
you go
he's-
frame by frame, you can see his balls swinging or whatever.
But there's another one where he's like flying towards the camera and you can see a big bulge there as well.
Because the animators were so fucking bored.
I
going
couldn't
on.
find it though in the actual movie.
Yeah.
I was really upset.
Do you remember when he was Deadpool and Wolverine?
I'm sure that'll be a big thing in the movie. Make fun of
Yeah, they
We
already
hope
showed
so.
that in
one of the trailers.
one
or
of the
something.
trailers. Yeah,
They also
like
made
the
fun of
first
Green
one.
Lantern though in it.
Green Lantern's really bad.
Yeah. God, he's been in some bad movies. Some
Doesn't
fucking
he?
awful movies.
Yeah, the suit was CG as well, wasn't it?
Mhm.
In that, whereas
Yeah.
the suit was actually real for Deadpool.
Yeah, apart from the eyes,
Yeah.
which is
Which makes
understandable.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The final Batman vs Superman trailer launched yesterday at the time of making this, whatever.
hmm
And what do you fuckers think?
Didn't watch it.
I didn't really think like anything. It was just sort of like
You're
action.
impartial.
Yeah. It was just like I will probably still watch it.
Mm-hmm.
At least I know there'll be like spectacle, great spectacle
Mhm.
to it, if
Yeah.
nothing else.
Jim Oliver,
This one has brought me back.
has it?
Because of that fight scene at the start.
It looks
It's
pretty
like-
nuts.
I was like,
If nothing else, he fucking nailed Batman.
yeah.
I was gonna
That's-
say like,
that is.
why can't this just be a Batman movie?
Yeah, that was.
I don't fucking care about
amazing.
anything else.
Yeah, but maybe it will just be a Batman movie the whole way. They show him the most.
Yeah, they do show him the most, which is weird because
It's not like
they did a Superman movie.
it's not like
first.
oh here's Superman interacting with her. It's his Batman interacting with everybody else,
Mhm.
and that's it.
Yeah, because like
I'm
when
not.
I
Sure,
saw
I mean,
him
I
doing
still think
stuff,
it
I
could
was
be.
like, that is my Batman. That's the Batman I've always wanted
so
to see.
good. It annoys me that the previous trailer exists now.
Yeah, it's like they've shown
Dude.
Abomination once.
Maybe he'll just be right at
Abomination.
the very end, and they just showed him because they're
No,
like.
it's going to be a
it's-
25-minute long fight scene. You know it.
It's not Abomination.
I mean,
That's
like,
the
the bit-
Hulk one.
Oh fuck! What is he called?
Doomsday.
Doomsday. They're the same fucking thing. Fuck off. They're the exact same.
No, one of
character.
them's Rocky. One of
Oh yeah,
them's
one
green.
of them's an alien.
Yeah.
And the other one's a mutant.
The other one's
True.
Tim Roth.
I don't fucking care, okay? I really don't. He's a big green rage monster.
He doesn't look green in the trailer.
Yeah, he's more grey with green
Yeah.
bits.
He's not
He looks
supposed
like a
to be
Ninja
green.
Turtle.
That's because
He
of his
looks
silly
awful.
face.
Oh, that movie's
No,
really
because
good.
the beginning scene of that trailer
It's
is
really
probably going to
good.
be the best scene in the fucking movie.
Yeah,
I bet
well.
you. All the Batman stuff.
And we've
when he's
already
by
seen
himself. Yeah, now we've seen it. I wasn't expecting that either.
It
Like
looks so good.
the thing that Zack Snyder does really well, he knows how to make things look right.
Yeah.
He just gets it. But then everything else is just like, oh my god.
You need somebody else doing everything else, Zach. Come on.
Yeah,
You're just not very good at anything else.
yeah. It's like if you had like a super good script,
Mm-hmm.
you could probably make something really fucking good.
Well, who would write it for him? Who is
I
that?
don't know.
People would probably be like, "Oh, Nolan." No.
Nolan can work with visuals like
Yeah,
that.
Nolan. He's too different.
Yeah.
He's too different, and he tries to avoid using like CG and stuff as much as possible. You can't. He looks way better than Nolan's Batman, like just in the way it looks.
Yeah.
The Batman actually looks, and the way he moves and stuff, and the way it's choreographed. Like it's super Arkham the way he
Mm-hmm.
fucks them up.
And Arkham is super just proper Batman.
Yeah, and the way like they're all pointing their guns at the door, waiting for him to come through the
Yeah.
door, and he just fucking blasts through the bottom. That's such like a thing that you do in an Arkham game, isn't it? And just fucks them all up.
Fear multi takedown.
Yeah, and he really like the best part is when he slams that guy at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
Into
Yeah.
the fucking floor, and his head just like
He kills that guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
dead.
he's just
Yeah,
disabled.
But Batman doesn't know, so it's
If
okay.
that continues, his head is just gone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so good. Alfred looks cool too.
Yeah.
All of the Batman stuff looks spot on. Looks so fucking good.
Oh,
The suit and everything.
got a new subject coming that you'll like.
Yeah.
Finish what you're talking about. I'm gonna keep it up, just so I can.
So, like,
say it.
If you if you want to see some cool Batman action, watch that trailer up until that Batman part's over, and then just shut it off. That's what I'd recommend. Because the
Yeah.
rest of it is just like, what's with this rock?
It's kind of weird though how much they're antagonizing Superman by the looks of it.
It is weird. The whole way they've gone
Who am
about
I
it.
rooting for?
Yeah, exactly.
Wonder Woman.
Because
Superman's
they
just minding his own business.
well,
He's
they
trying to
keep
help
showing
everyone.
Superman with like those red eyes, and he looks really sinister.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not very Superman.
Well, it's
right?
weird because Batman hasn't even been set up before, but
No.
Superman has been set up before as a good
Yeah,
guy.
that's.
Well, at
the
least
weird
like
thing.
Batman has a motive at this one. We know his motive is clear.
You know you have a motive, but it would have been you would have thought it'd be easy to slant Batman as the like antagonist because he's the weird bat guy who's naturally quite dark.
Mm-hmm.
But they've gone the opposite and made
Well,
the guy
maybe
who
it'll be
is-
like the
who
pub.
represents.
Well, I
It's
guess
because everyone
yeah.
likes Batman,
yeah. Everyone just fucking loves Batman.
but it doesn't really make sense. If
Do you know
this
what
is the
everyone's
sequel
going
to Man
to
of
take
Steel.
away from this movie? Batman was really good. Too much fucking dumb, stupid action. Too much shit going on. Whatever. And then everyone's going to love the Batman movie that comes out probably in a few years' time.
They better do
The solo one.
because it better
Yeah.
be good.
Just that, all that shit at the beginning, just stuff like that in a movie.
Makes me more excited for Suicide Squad as well because he's going
Because
to be.
he's going to be in it. Yeah.
However
I don't know how
brief,
much
but
he's gonna
still.
Yeah. At least Suicide Squad is like pulling it back a little bit. in comparison. Cause,
Yeah.
like, there's the quick shot in the trailer of Superman like grabbing him and pulling him through like 10-story building.
Oh, I guess we're doing
It's like,
this
come on,
again.
man.
Killing everyone.
It's probably empty, I assume.
Yeah.
They're gonna do so much fucking busy
Damage
work
control.
to explain damage control to explain like it was so bad what happened in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It was all planned from the beginning to be, Well, the reason it happened in Man of Steel was because we were actually planning for in Batman vs Superman for it to have all these repercussions for the DC universe. When
When Zack Snyder's mind is just bang bang.
Yeah, it's just like
boom boom.
He probably came up with that sequence first,
Mm-hmm.
and then was like, "Whoa!" when everyone was like, "There's too much destruction."
Do you think
Fuck
the way he
off,
directs?
everyone. Come on. We want the Superman that's goofy and awful and doesn't do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the excess is like unbelievable in that movie,
Um,
but like I don't get getting so mad over it.
I'm just,
know.
I'm just looking on IMDb here. Batman. Okay, so 2017 and 2019 are Justice League Part 1 and 2 in the obvious order.
What?
But then Untitled
What?
Batman
What,
reboot
mate?
doesn't have a
Yeah.
year. It just says in
Yeah.
production.
Yeah,
So like,
I don't know why they didn't fast track that movie because
Yeah.
that's what people are going to care about.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So
It
what?
seems weird.
That's
to,
coming out in 2021. It's coming out in like 5
Yeah.
years, basically.
It seems weird to. Ben Affleck's going to be so old then.
He's gonna be how old's he gonna be?
It's weird to set up. The
He's gonna be
Justice League
48
this way.
years old.
Yeah,
48 years old.
yeah.
Even though it's
It does
38.
seem weird to set up the Justice League this way. You know? Because, like, how are you supposed to reel it back to a solo Batman movie when you've got fucking Wonder Woman and The Flash willingly, knowingly existing in the same space? Like,
Marvel's done it, so.
yeah, but in Marvel it's, like, really weird. Like, why is this guy not here then?
Well, the thing with DC is that they have their own like place. Every
They have
character.
to- yeah. Like, Batman's got Gotham, Superman's got Metropolis. Is that
Yeah,
right?
the Flash has super speedy place.
Yeah, and so on. Even Green Arrow has one, doesn't he?
Yes.
Green Lantern has space.
Yep. He's
What
covered
about
space.
the Martian Manhunter?
He's like a.
He's just on the space station, isn't he,
Detective.
the whole time?
What about Cyclops?
He's gonna
No,
just
no,
he'll
as fuck.
appear. No, he'll just appear at the end of that movie. He'll be the Sting.
No, but they're expecting us to care about so many characters, including Wonder Woman. The only thing they're basing Wonder Woman and us liking her on is the fact that she's Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It's not the fact that she's had a good movie and that she's proven that she's good as Wonder Woman. It's the fact that, it's a character that has never been portrayed in a movie before and it's cool to see Wonder Woman. Great. I bet you she's going to be fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's a good actor. She was in
She was so fucking bad in Fast and Furious. She was so terrible.
Hey, she was pretty good in
She was so awful.
Furious 6.
She sucks. Why did they choose her?
Really Fast and Furious.
Dude, she's terrible.
Fast and
Gal
Furious.
Gadot,
No,
awful.
Fast and Furious is terrible.
It is. It's terrible
Mhm.
movies. But you upset the
Don't
fan
no,
boys.
do not Batman.
It's not Batman,
Superman.
yeah.
Have you seen the Wonder Woman footage?
No.
What?
The Wonder Woman movie footage that they showed.
Really? Is it leaked or
Have
something?
you not seen it? No,
No.
they just showed it.
Did they?
It's
What
like
did it look
it's like based in World War One.
Oh, wow.
Really?
That interests me now.
Why? I know
She's
nothing
more-
about Wonder Woman.
Good movie.
I thought she was an alien.
No, she's an Amazonian. Fucking idiot.
Someone's just sent in.
Why she got superpowers then?
Because she's an
She's an
Amazonian.
Amazonian.
Yeah,
Fucking
That's
idiot.
why.
They're, like
What?
gods exist in this world.
Yeah,
as well
because
as aliens.
because the Marvel thing is normal people that have got superpowers, and the DC thing is gods.
And Batman.
And Batman, yeah, but Batman is basically a
And
god, isn't he?
Cyborg.
And Green Arrow.
And Green Arrow.
They have more ultimate, don't they? I don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the same shit anyway. Who cares?
We just
Gonna
got.
offend so many fucking superhero fans. In this
Yeah,
episode.
whatever. So as it stands, it's probably Batman vs Superman.
The original Superman theme and Batman theme.
Wait, what attachment do you have to the Superman theme?
What?
Yeah.
You knew me when I was a child.
Yeah, but you never watched the original Superman, no? You watched the
It
cartoon.
doesn't make it not good.
I suppose people like Deadpool, but then it's like the humor.
Deadpool's different.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a superhero movie as well.
Yeah.
So it's riding off that.
Mm-hmm.
And
And it was an existing.
And
it's
it's-
an existing thing from like the 90s, 80s, and 90s.
it's an existing
It's written
property,
there.
and it's a lot of referential humor
Yeah.
based on other things as well, like Green Lantern. You know, some weird
I've
shit
seen
like that.
I'm not watching that again.
I don't want to watch Green
Iron Man
Lantern.
2.
Maybe not a superhero movie though. Actually,
No.
I'm kind of sick of talking
Yeah,
about them.
fuck.
He's the Bruce of the Avengers.
Then who are you?
Oh, it's
Can you
420,
draw
boys.
me as Black Widow?
It's
from the
420.
Avengers? I would totally be the Black Widow of this team. I cannot have babies, and that's what defines me as a character. Should we just go into the fucking Spider-Man thing?
If you want, yeah.
Okay, right.
Spider-Man.
Jim, ready? No, Spider-Man. Is that how it goes?
You fucked that up.
How does the Spider-Man theme go? No. Spider-Man.
You really fucked this up, and it's pissed me off.
Yeah.
I'm really.
No. Spider-Man. How the fuck does it go?
Wait, oh yeah, shit.
No.
No, it's like Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, and it was in Spider-Man 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's how I remembered it. I remembered it because of her, yeah.
Marvel's Civil War. Coming soon.
First of all, what do you think of
World's
the
Captain
trailers?
America Civil War.
What do I think of the trailers?
Yeah.
Just this one or the one before?
All of them.
They've all
Overall.
done well.
Just from the trailers.
But
how
they're
good
all
do you
a
think
lie.
This movie's gonna be?
He's saying, do I like them, or do I think they're, like, good?
Do you think they're good trailers?
I don't really like them. I don't care. I'm so, like, indifferent.
Wow.
I thought I like the shot where they're, like, punching Iron Man. That's, like, all I can remember.
I like
Yeah.
the part where he grabs the gun.
Is the
and
whole
he's like,
movie set in that, like, airport? Because, like, that's all I can think about. Like, every single scene that's been shown is just in that airport, where there's, like, the 8 of them, like, punching each other a bunch. And... Right? Is the whole movie there? Spider-Man's there now.
Yeah.
Spider-Man? I kind of hoping they just weren't going to show him in the trailer.
Yeah.
I had a feeling he was going to be in it, and I was like, wait, this trailer's, like, over. Why hasn't he been in it yet? Hi, guys. It's me. Spider-Man.
It's more of a spider boy, really.
Yeah.
Well, that's how he's supposed to be. Come on.
Yeah, he's meant to be like a kid.
The guy they got playing him though is one of those.
Yeah, I'm
actors
Justin
that
Bieber.
Looks like he's 12 forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Miles
So it's
Teller.
perfect, then.
He played a 18-year-old.
No,
He's
the-
actually 31.
No, the guy that's in Star Wars and Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah, I know
blonde
the one.
one.
He's also in...
The Maze Runner.
Yeah, he's a massive baby.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him almost.
Yeah, but he's getting
Apart
so
from the
many
fact he's
roles.
getting millions of dollars playing babies.
and slaying puss.
Yeah. Fucking hell. He's an Avenger.
Slaying tot pussy.
So you're
Pussy.
asking me if I like the trailers.
Yes. Do you think they're good?
There's... They're like fine trailers. They're perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't trust Marvel anymore, and they're just
No.
like so.
Well, yeah, the trailer's a fucking lie.
They're so the Marvel ones in particular just come across to me like this like factory made product, you know?
At this
Like
point,
there's
yeah.
no there isn't like a style to anything. Because everything's like has to look a certain way in those movies because of the like heavy hands controlling everything.
Well, yeah,
making sure
because they want it to
Yeah.
all look like it's from the same.
exactly.
universe.
Even though I think that's dumb or
Mhm.
whatever. At least like say on about the Batman vs Superman trailers. They have like a
That's
real
actually, hang on,
they have a
that's-
look to them.
That's really dumb because even the comics are all drawn by different artists
Yeah.
and all that. They want the films to look the same.
Yeah. No wonder fucking Edgar Wright, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Edgar Wright left
Yeah.
Ant-Man. Like that must be really restricting and really super boring to direct.
Especially for him.
Oh yeah.
Like his movies are so.
They're so energetic and like shot a certain way, but they wouldn't want that. And it's a shame because that movie might have actually been really memorable and cool.
Mhm.
But I suppose it's like by doing that, they ensure that no one of them will be like really fucking out there and weird compared to
Yeah,
the others.
yeah.
Like the
That's-
weirdest we got was Guardians of the Galaxy, and then even
Even
then,
then,
that's
it's,
like
it's pretty safe,
Yeah.
really.
It's
Like,
very
looking
safe.
at it. Exactly.
and at the time people went crazy for it.
Mm-hmm.
Quick shoot the rocks.
Like
in
it's
the sky.
nothing about it is like bad to me. It is what
Mhm.
it is. But for me and my tastes, it doesn't interest me that much.
The trailers.
The trailers don't. I mean, I still want to see the movie.
But then and then Deadpool did the same weird thing with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mhm.
Everyone's like, "Whoa, it's so good and crazy," but I bet it will just be like, you know, good. That's it.
That one will be
Deadpool-
more out there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Deadpool, I'm more. None of us have seen it yet.
No.
But
Yeah, people are like, do a review. Well, let's see. Maybe we haven't fucking seen it.
yeah.
Maybe that's why we haven't done a review.
At least that has the like really out there comedy, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
To get to sort of lean on.
Nobody to lean on.
Yeah. 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 Whereas, so the movie looks like they're gonna fight a lot, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Although it is interesting to see that the two big movies, superhero movies, are about like fighting like superheroes fighting each other. One is slanted as a Captain America movie, so it's an actual like character movie, and the other one is like, let's just push everything into one movie and just see what happens with the Batman and the Superman thing. Where like it's really obvious who the main character is in Captain America. Who is the main character? Is it Batman?
In what?
In Batman vs Superman, who's the main character?
I think it's Batman.
It's Batman and Superman.
But that doesn't seem very odd to
the
you.
whole motivation is that Superman, as a collateral damage or whatever, destroyed one of like
The movie
Wayne's
has to be
buildings.
slanted and edited from someone's perspective, though, right?
I think it is Batman.
So it's going to be Batman, but don't you think that's weird as a sequel to Man of Steel, having Superman not being
Fuck it.
It's fucking confusing and weird, don't you think?
It'll be Joffrey as a kid in Batman Begins. It'll be him watching all of it. It'll be starting from his perspective.
Yeah.
In a different Batman universe altogether.
I can jump into that one and sucky.
None of them believe you're real.
Fucking Mad Max had a really good look.
It's all like blue and orange the whole way.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Like, and in the Star Wars trailers as well, there's like a look. They captured the look of the original movie, and the way the shots look, like the one of the downed Star Destroyer in the desert, like stuff like that. You don't get anything like that in any Marvel movie that I can think of. There's not one.
Or they had that. They have all this stuff that's meant to be like it's cool, because of the premise, like the base in the water. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like okay.
It's weird,
but it's
isn't
not
it?
like it's just kind of.
It's weird, isn't it? Because something like that should be like mind blowing and it should be like memorable and cool, but it's
because
just
of
like
the way
it's
Marvel
nothing.
just do that.
Yeah.
Base in the water.
Oh, by the way, we got a base in the
Remember,
sky now.
there's a shot where like a base comes out of the water in the Civil War trailer, the second one.
I guess.
See, that's exactly what I'm
it's
talking
the way
about.
it's the way there is no element of mystery in those films particularly either.
No, not at all.
Because of the way we know the way they practice business at Marvel.
Yeah.
No one will die in this film.
That's the other thing, yeah. And like everyone, because of the comics, like Ant-Man like shrinks down and goes on the Archer guy, what the fuck's his name? Hawkeye goes on his arrows. Like everyone knows that that's coming, so like then they see it, and then oh god, comic book like fans, they really fuck me off with their weird double standards.
Yeah.
It's like, we want Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man's in it. What do you mean his suit? What the fuck? It looks all weird. I don't like that. Like, what the fuck do you want?
I thought it was a fine suit.
What they want is, they want everything... they want what they already know to happen. So what's the point? You know, like, we want this famous comic to be a movie. So we want to know everything that happens. We want to know every story beat. We want to see the things that we already recognize. What? So where's the fun part of that to me? Like,
Well, to you, you haven't seen it.
I've read comics before.
Well, it's
though.
because people are stupid and don't think. They don't think ahead and think, oh, well, yeah, that is a stupid idea.
That just seems so boring to me. Being that, because like...
It's not whether they think about whether they should do it, it's whether they can. So they're always like, yeah, they could do it. But they don't think, oh, actually, that is kind of...
You think about it, though, like...
pointless.
Harry Potter changes things. Lord of the Rings changed things.
Yeah, but the comic book movies do too.
They do. But the difference is, like, people don't really care that much when it's like a book, you know? Like, say, Fight Club, for example. Mm-hmm. No one really gives that much of a fuck.
There's certain books that people get annoyed about where they barely stay true.
It depends, because, like, the book Perfume or whatever, they made a movie of it. And in the book, the main character is this gross, like... He's described as being like, looking gross, gross. He's like a gremlin.
It's Johnny Depp Perfume.
No. But they made a movie of it, and the main character's like a model.
I'm thinking of something else.
The main character's the what Q is it from James Bond? Mm-hmm. You know, the like quirky dude who gives him the gadgets. Like, so he's a model in the movie, like that sort of shit.
Ben Whishaw.
Yeah.
I don't know how I know that one offhand.
Shit like that, I can I can sort of understand getting annoyed by, and I don't know. It's just like the what do you want? What do you expect these people to do? What do you just want to see the same? Well, where's the fun in that?
Well, they have that. They can't. All they're doing is feeling. They're like feeling. I really like that comic, and they have the feeling of it, and then they don't think about the fact that. Well, they just want. They just want the same. Yeah, they just want the same because
it's like with really stupid shit like the Mandarin. Like people getting so upset about it and taking it so personally. for a character like the Mandarin. Did anyone care about the Mandarin?
Yeah, who the fuck knew
Who
he
is
was?
the Mandarin? No one knew who. Like Iron Man was
I didn't
really
know.
before. It's this like vocal minority on the internet. They're just like they're looking for something.
I kind of knew a bunch of superheroes because we had trump cards of Marvel superheroes, and I just knew Top Trump. I had all of those, so I just knew a bunch of superheroes for no reason.
I think we had the same one.
Yeah.
No, but So like, I want to see it. I have a feeling it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be very memorable.
Like
I'm sure I'll
another
come out of
Avengers
it
movie.
and I'll be like, yeah, that
It'll be
shit was
better
shit,
than an
but then I'll be
Avengers
like,
movie.
I still enjoyed it. I'll still come out knowing that I kind of enjoyed watching it.
It'll be better than like an Avengers movie because it will probably have a focus, like in a and a
Real
more
movie?
traditional structure. I would expect.
But the ending is just going to be, oh, this is going to happen next.
Yeah, I know.
This meant nothing.
What's the one after Civil
Infinity War Part 1.
War? It is.
Yeah.
Shit, it's coming close then.
I
So
can't believe when you're at the end of this shit.
I know.
Isn't Infinity War Part 2?
I feel like
2020 there?
Marvel's gonna have like a huge, like, gigantic crash at some point.
It has
yeah,
to.
Yeah,
It
they're
can't
just,
keep going on
they're
like
just
this.
hiding from it right now.
Yeah, I think after Infinity War, people are gonna just be fatigued. Unless that movie's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
how
in,
it
it's in
can't,
2018. Infinity War Part 1
Like,
2018.
like it's easy to say, man, that movie's gonna be fucking everything. That movie is gonna redefine movies.
What the fuck is it next year? Oh, it's Thor, isn't it? Ragnarok.
Yeah. Wait, so Thor is before Infinity War?
Yeah. Infinity War Part 1 is 2018 and Part 2 is
All
2019.
right, so we do have a while then.
Yeah, but we have Ragnarok between.
Yeah, but like, is it? It can't sustain itself like this. It's gonna collapse.
Like
It's gonna.
Yeah, I mean, all they could do is
Like at least with DC, they were like collapse from the start.
Yeah.
Like, Marvel's been building up, but they're too similar each time.
Mm-hmm.
Audiences are
They
gonna get
have
bored.
to start doing.
I mean,
They'd have to start getting crazy with it, I think.
Yeah.
with me as an example,
Mm-hmm.
I'm fatigued as fuck.
Well,
I really am as
I
well.
really don't give a shit.
I remember when Iron Man 1 came out, I was like, fuck me.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like wow.
Superhero film.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was around the time Batman Begins had
Yeah.
happened, I think, 2 years before. Yeah,
Yeah.
Iron Man was 2007.
Iron Man came out the same year as The Dark Knight.
Was it?
2008?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2007.
Yeah, it did because it was like totally, like it got
You're right.
kicked to the back
2008.
seat because of The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
No one talks about Iron Man despite how good it is, whatever.
But they kept going. They kept going.
Yeah, because it was still
financial.
financial success. Or
But then
whatever.
it was Captain America came out as well.
They all made enough money, but then it was the Avengers.
Yeah, and then they sorted themselves out with the Avengers. Camera's still going.
Just double checking. Any second now, it's gonna go. Yeah. So then it's just that they're just too similar to me. They're too similar, and I don't care.
Oh.
So what do you think about Spider-Man then?
The way you
I
look.
kind of like the way you look. You know, I was fine with it.
You look like
You know,
Spider-Man.
that comic book way of doing the eyes is completely fine with me. The way that happens.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. But
It's like it's
I don't
funny
care.
because when you watch it, you can already see what people are gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Like as soon as you saw Kylo Ren activate his lightsaber, you knew people are gonna have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
When a Spider-Man's eyes adjust, people are gonna have a problem with that. Whenever there's a change.
The people that are in charge of this kind of shit, they know that there will be a backlash, but they know that these people will still fucking get over it, and they will still pay the most money into the
There'll
series.
be the people who buy the action figures.
Yeah.
They'll be there on day one. You know.
They're the people that have gone on to custom FX lightsabers and bought one with the crossguard.
Yeah.
I've done that.
And like, even like, it won't be like this in Spider-Man, but with the Star Wars one with Kylo Ren's lightsaber, like his lightsaber was like a metaphor and stuff, and there was like a reason for it because like he was like shit, and he made this shit lightsaber. That doesn't mean all lightsabers gonna be like that now. You know, it's not the end of the world. I don't know. They're probably going to explain why Spider-Man has his crazy focusing eyes things. I don't know, who cares? It's like
I don't like the web carted Spider-Man thing. Though. I prefer it when it's like he can just do it.
Did you know? Do we know if it's like a?
No, we don't know. I
a
kind of
natural
hope it's
thing
just
yet?
he can just camera. I kind of hope it's
3,
just.
2, 1, record.
I hope
Yeah.
it is just that he can just do it. I'd rather that.
Then you annoy the comic book fans again, don't you?
Because they like him having web cartridges.
Yeah. It was like.
But then Spider-Man 1 and 2 are much better Spider-Man films.
Yeah. Then yeah.
They're actually like weirdly dark at times as well. Jeez, I'm just thinking about these
and
films.
very goofy.
Yeah, and that's that too.
Yeah. Like super goofy at times.
Yeah.
Like he throws the pumpkin bomb and they just turn into skeletons, don't they?
Oh yeah.
The Green Goblin does.
Like really bad CG
Yeah.
skeletons.
It's Spider-Man 2, which is the like super good one.
And 3 is just like
What?
No one wanted
Yeah.
it to happen. Well,
I think everyone wanted it to happen.
Yeah.
They just fucked it up a
yeah.
little bit. It's not the worst.
Didn't the
though.
director not want to
It's-
do it or something anyway?
No, he wanted to do it differently.
He wanted to
focus,
just do Sandman, didn't he?
Yeah, he wanted to focus on one villain, but they needed more villains to sell more toys.
And Venom is like the ultimate. No, it's Venom and Carnage are like the ultimate nemesis.
Nemesis.
I guess, but they're like the most boring characters.
Well, yeah, they're just the
Aren't they?
symbiote.
They're just like
monsters.
slime. They're just
They're Spider-Man
This-
slime.
space
Yeah.
slime.
I kind of
Space
like it because
spider slime.
they look all
Yeah.
weird and fucking.
But like when you
cool.
base a character on what they look, then you just get Darth Maul, and it's like, what am I
Yeah.
supposed to care about? Who I guess because they
Apart
jump.
from the Venom
So
thing is
many-
that the suit makes his suit
Yeah.
black.
So many comic book villains that
dude.
are just like anti-hero.
Yeah, Mhm.
Like the same, but
Yeah.
the opposite.
the only exception
Do you
being
remember the
the
Spider-Man
Joker.
3 game? Or we? Of course you do. We both played
The
it.
Spider-Man 3 game on the Wii was excellent. By excellent,
What is
I mean,
this,
it was
Man
fucking
3?
The-
Like whenever you'd
How
there'd be moments where you'd have to do like shit with the controller to make like
Mhm.
certain set pieces,
yeah,
and there was that fight with Dude on his glider. He
Yeah.
like, smacks into you, and then you've got to like just sort of do actions, and you had like it was like if the action came up, you had that much time.
yeah,
to react.
I remember very clearly.
So I couldn't do it. So I just had to keep doing that and just hope for
Yeah.
the fucking best until
Uh-huh.
I gradually just did it. Whenever you wanted to take off the
That
black
game.
suit, same thing. It was just impossible.
Mhm.
That's complete sidetrack. But that game hurt me
Spider-Man 3.
when I was younger.
I remember there's a vampire in that game for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck was the
He just
deal
looks in the
with that?
camera and goes, "Meow." Yeah, what a bizarre game. So you hyped for Civil Wars?
Eh.
Still want to see it?
Yeah. I'm,
I
happy to
Like
see
wanna
I'm,
see it.
I'm so cynical with superhero movies at this point.
I'm totally happy to see it.
Like I want to see Deadpool because I want to laugh.
Well, it's because they're like events. These films, for
Yeah.
people.
Mhm.
It's, you know, something exciting for everyone or whatever.
I've also noticed that I don't get excited by trailers anymore, really, at all.
No, I don't like
Because
watching
of the Star
trailers
Wars ones.
anymore.
Because of the Star Wars ones, like, I think because those were like really well done to me, and like captured this thing that I'm looking for. So now anything.
You can't expect that from like a comic book trailer though.
No.
Why? Why not?
Because
'Cause
you
it's
don't
not
have
Star
any
Wars.
nostalgia for
Oh
it.
no! I'm not saying that. Yeah, I mean, not even just with that. I mean, like how generic trailers are
Mhm.
for the most part. The Ghostbusters trailer is so fucking generic.
That is one of the worst trailers I've seen in a long time.
It's just generic.
That is generic.
Ignoring,
like,
ignoring the actual movie, and like the trailer is super generic. Like it's shit, you know, that sort of stuff,
Mhm.
which is basically every trailer now. I can't like thinking about trailers. The only ones that stand out in my head are ones like that, like the Star Wars ones.
Mhm.
They were really well done. So when I don't see that now, then it's like, well, whatever. There was Spider-Man. There was a.
Yeah,
was a
I like
ghost.
Spider-Man.
I like Spider-Man. He's like probably my favorite Marvel
He's a
villain.
cool
I mean,
guy.
villain. Marvel superhero. What the fuck, Jar? Jar, what the fuck?
Why don't you agree with our opinion on it?
Yeah.
How dare you have your own opinion on which Marvel superhero you like the best?
Can't wait for the big green monster to wreck shit in Batman vs Superman.
Doomsday.
I purposely didn't say
The
his name 'cause I
Abomination.
forgot it. No, these guys getting on me for calling Doomsday
The
Abomination
yeah.
from the Hulk shit.
Yeah, but that's...
Come on, dude, get up 2 pictures, get a screenshot of
They're
the.
fucking different.
Get a screenshot of
That's not your problem. That's not why you're calling him.
You're doing it
Abomination.
because you're just
call-
flippant and you don't care about it.
That
You're
is
doing
p-
it because you're ignorant
That is part.
and you don't know.
That is
That's why you're
part-
doing it, Alex. And it really gets to
I'm
me.
so sorry. Sorry, I'm getting my pig green people confused, who are going to do a lot of fighting. I cannot wait to see Batman vs Superman, but not for the reasons like an average person would.
The same reason you want to see Deadpool, to make you laugh.
Yeah. No, I said earlier, like, just wake me up for the Batman scenes, okay?
They're gonna be fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to look good. And Ben Affleck looks cool, and like all the Batman stuff looks like really good. So there was the Spider-Man thing, whatever, looks cool, I guess. Can't wait to see Spider-Man and how he's barely going to be in the movie and everyone's overreacting for nothing and stuff.
So you were right. 25th of March is when Batman vs Superman's out.
Yeah.
It's out Friday,
Yeah.
25th of March.
I'm
So
excited.
we're going to have to watch it like...
I want to see it ASAP, to be
Yeah,
honest.
we might have to see it on the fucking day. Apparently there's going to be an IMAX cinema in Swindon now.
Seriously?
Yeah, for Batman vs Superman. Apparently that's the first one that it's going to be ready for.
3D
Infinity
Simpsons
War
episode.
fucking part...
One, isn't it? It's
yeah,
gonna
it's
be
going
the
to be
first
entirely an IMAX.
fully shot IMAX film. Yeah. That's
Really?
why Christopher Nolan's aspect ratios always change.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah,
he
I
uses
know
different
that.
cameras.
Yeah.
It's really distracting.
Yeah, why?
There's like 6 bits
Why?
in The Dark Knight Rises that are in IMAX, aren't there?
Yeah,
The plane
it's
bit,
really obvious. The action
probably the
sequence.
final fight at the
Yeah,
end.
it is.
The
Because then
middle fight
when he's
with
kicked
Bane.
into the door, when like Bane is shot into the thing, it like changes aspect ratio. I remember that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always does that though. Fucking hell! Every single week, there's a new fucking superhero movie to talk about. A new fucking trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, once all these trailers are done and dusted, then after that, it's going to be the actual movies are out. And then everyone's going to be talking about them again. And then at the end of that, it'll be a new string of trailers. And then it will just keep going and going. And I'm going to become a superhero. I'm going to be called TGI Fridays. And I'm going to be a gorilla. You know, like the Avengers was
Avengers Assemble.
Avengers Assemble here. Just because of these weird, like, things that
Well,
we might get confused with, I guess, because we're dumb English people. So that's how Batman got back to Gotham so quick.
yeah.
BVS.
Yeah.
So we can't. Jim's hyped for it. I
I'm so scared.
I caught Jim hiding under a table jerking off to the trailer.
Hinks.
Yeah. He was crying there as well, so I wasn't sure if he was happy or not.
Expect a Batman vs Superman video.
Yeah,
Probably the day after this.
What are they going to talk about this episode? Are they going to bitch about superhero movies again? I just thought that was funny. It's the
Maybe
same
like, no,
reason
fuck
there's
you,
like a
sucks.
sect of people who are really defending BVS
Yeah.
because of the critics are slamming it.
Like, I remember the science of Superman's punches. If he punched, you'd be literally punching your atoms out of existence.
Yeah. No, but this is movie. No, what did he do after that? What did Batman say? Because I just punched you into the floor. Yeah. If you do anything again, because I'm Superman, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm fun.
Oh, shit. Wait, did I give that shout out to that guy at the start?
What, Ryan?
Yeah.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks.
Yummy.
Ryan, there you go.
Thanks.
Whatever. You didn't do anything for
You better
us.
watch out,
just
Ryan. You better watch out because I'm Superman and I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Because I'm
And
Superman.
I'm Batman, and I'll kill you too
I'm Wonder
Batman
Woman.
will especially
I'm Wonder
kill you.
Woman and I'll kill you
with a sword.
and smile while I do it. At least the other two are bad. You know, they feel bad about it. Actually, Batman doesn't. He doesn't care. I'm Batman. Get shot in
Look,
the
Superman
eyes.
feels bad. Batman
Yeah.
doesn't give a shit.
He's past
Wonder
it.
Woman fucking loves it.
She's like, yeah, just give me bodies to squish. Pew! I hope they don't pull a Batman vs Superman and just like get cold feet and just show the whole movie in the trailer. We've got Robert Downey Jr. on our show right before Civil War comes out, so we're the most relevant thing possible. No one can compete with that into dust.
If they're all Superman.
Or I don't want to see fucking Mr. Freeze when he was a kid. I don't want to see that because I don't care.
Arnie Schwarzenegger.
No.
From what? The Arkham games.
Yeah, I don't want to see him as a kid. I don't care. Maybe him.
He's like
before
complex
Mr.
already
Freeze.
though.
Yeah.
That's like a villain.
You know what I'm saying though.
Like the Joker. I want to
Yeah,
see
but,
Baby
like-
Joker.
You might have had a weird upbringing as a kid. But I'm kind of interested to see what his childhood was.
No, he just killed Bruce Wayne's parents and then fell into some acid.
That doesn't count. That does not count. That was what is it? The original Batman movie.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, did you see the good news that Ben Affleck is confirmed to make this Batman
Oh,
movie
for
now
fucking God.
as a director?
Okay, good.
Hmm.
There's actually hope now.
If he has free reign with that fucking movie, imagine the possibilities.
It's just going to be fucking punching and punching.
Yeah. Hope it doesn't take too long
punching.
because he's quite
and
old as he
punching
is.
And punching. Yeah, he's hitting
Yeah.
50.
Yeah, and just leave all the references to everyone else. I don't want Superman coming in there. I don't want fucking Aquaman showing up.
I'll see how old he is. I'm actually curious now. Maybe he's 43.
I mean, yeah, he's got the grey in his hair and stuff. Like he's an old
43.
Brucey.
Yeah, he's 43.
Brucey!
I recently Botoxed his fucking head or some shit and it looked weird.
Did it?
Yeah.
And Superman's like, it's the most safe form of transportation.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's safer than driving
He does say
a
that.
car.
Yeah.
You haven't even seen Richard Donner once. Fuck off.
It's fucking like Batman vs Superman syndrome. So what's dumb shit going on? No
Yeah.
one cares about.
There's even a scene where they fight in the same
Like,
way that Batman
Have
vs.
dumb
Superman
shit that people care about. Because Batman vs Superman, dumb shit we care about was the fight. Alien vs Predator, dumb shit we care about is them fighting and
Yeah.
stuff and fucking violence.
I like Alien more than I like Batman or Superman. The only thing I like is the fucking Dark Knight.
Yeah, and it's still
Yeah.
Batman.
What about the
I was channeling my Amazing Spider-Man. Sorry.
people asking about Civil War and it's like we haven't seen it.
haven't
If we
seen it
fucking
yet.
seen it, we would talk about
Yeah,
it.
we do a video about it.
Marvel.
I don't like Marvel.
Outside of the flat.
By the way, we haven't seen Civil War yet.
Probably won't. I won't.
I
anyway.
feel like we're probably not going to get to.
I know, it's such a shame.
Yeah.
Why,
It's
what
gonna
are you
fuck me
doing?
up.
Why
We
can't
saw
you watch it?
we saw Batman vs. It's because
No, the problem is I don't care. I'm so just like,
I kind of
Marvel.
care because I like Spider-Man.
well, I'm kind of just like, after
Yeah,
Batman
I-
vs Superman,
I'm
I just
with
can't
you.
bother with
No, but, like,
fucking films.
I just don't give a shit.
It's just to me, it's like we saw
Like, we
Batman
should
vs
see it.
Superman,
But we're not gonna. Maybe.
and
we're-
with Deadpool doing so well, they won't be scared of the R thing. Like seeing that Spider-Man is in Civil War for sure, seeing it in the trailer. Like if
damn.
they'd kept that secret, if nobody knew,
it's not even long. We're gonna see it.
yeah. If they'd kept that secret, nobody knew. Like, can you imagine, especially like in America, how crazy they get?
When,
Like
just, when he's
the
just in
buzz,
Spider-Man, everyone's
you
just fucking
flicks
losing their
in.
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And if it was like silent, if they made the score go silent for that bit where he like flips on, it would just be a cool moment, and then you'd remember that moment instead of remembering the moment being in
When
the
they
trailer.
announced it on the trailer and the internet got
And that's where you can
stupid,
weigh
like
it up.
does.
Is the actual moment it happens without you knowing it, is that worth more to the person watching it than just the more money you're going to get because it was in the trailer?
'Cause they know we show Spider-Man, everyone's
get
going
it.
to see it.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
But everyone was going to see it anyway because as
I
soon
know.
as
It's
word
the
got out that
fucking
fucking
Avengers.
Spider-Man was in the movie,
Yeah.
people were like, "Where is he? When does Spider-Man
Yeah.
come into it?" And then, even though they knew he was in it, they don't know when he comes into
Yeah.
it. I'm going to know exactly
It's
when
the
he comes into it
suspense.
because I'm like, "Oh, it's this."
Yeah,
There we go. Just like, oh,
I'm pretty sure
Hulk
he's in the
catches
movie
him.
before that. Though,
yep,
no?
there we go.
yeah, I think you're right. I think he's in it more than.
He won't just show up out
Well,
of
you know,
nowhere.
for
That would
example,
make no
though.
sense.
Yeah, for example, though, you know,
I know. Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, like you said about the Iron Man thing in like the first Avengers when Hulk just catches him.
Yeah,
Like, you knew
yeah.
about it. Like,
Yeah.
this is the
It just deflated all tension in
Yeah.
the scene. I really hate when they do that. It's a shame.
And that's why I think it's good that I don't watch shows anymore. It kind of just helps you
Yeah,
experience things.
yeah.
Just end it. Yeah, you're going to watch Civil War today.
so we'll do a review.
Yeah.
I won't
We
because
still
I'm
got a
not
review
watching
on
it.
Sharpie.
We can do it on the same day.
I'm not watching it because I have no care for Marvel because I fucking hate them.
I'm pretty hyped.
They're boring.
I just like Spider-Man, boy.
I don't understand this.
That's not even the shit I like. I just kind of like.
I don't
sort of-
understand the Spider-Man hype.
I
don't.
The cool action
I
shit.
like
don't
Iron
get it.
Man too.
Yeah, and the funny, just the funny.
I like Iron Man TOO,
Yeah.
not Iron Man 2. I don't like Iron Man 2.
Iron Man number 2 sucks.
They're all shit after Iron Man 1.
Iron Man 3 is pretty good.
Iron Man 1's the best.
Iron Man 3 was fucking dumb.
Yeah,
They're all fucking dumb. They're
Yeah, but
fucking super
Iron Man
dumb.
3 is-
I'm the
this.
Mandarin.
Iron Man 3 had the cool bit where all the suits just show up and stuff. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. And the
the
plane,
best part
the
of
plane
that
scene
movie
is
the
good.
plane.
Yeah,
See,
the plane scene's really
It's the
good.
same thing. It's like the people like in Transformers. The difference
was
is
it a
that's like
Christmas
badly
movie?
done action,
Yeah.
whereas in Avengers is like well done.
Yeah, you can say what you want about Marvel, but they have like a quality level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is they do let the like artists do some shit.
Captain America fucking sucks.
They've got that, but they are just
Captain
generally
America
just
1
really
What's your
generic
language?
movies.
Fucking shit.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's
that does suck.
the worst
That's really
Marvel
bad.
movie to exist.
What happened during the making of that film?
Captain America 1.
I remember
Yeah, what happened?
We've
I
seen
loved it
it
'cause it was World War
twice.
Two. I love
Yeah, we
World War
watched it
II
the
things.
first time, and I was like, I really did not like it.
Ridiculous, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But then, but then I watched the
it again.
Avengers, and I was like, I really want to like Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
So I went
Yeah.
back and watched it again. And I was like,
At the start,
This
it's
is
like,
alright.
yeah, this is pretty good. And
the
then
first
it's,
act, and then it
the
goes to
first,
this.
like,
God,
2.
yeah, it's the first two
And then
acts.
there's a montage, and then it ends.
Yeah, and then the
Whoa.
pacing is so fucked at the end of that movie that it's just over.
Yeah, that's a lot of the things in films I didn't like when I was younger. It was usually because of pacing.
Yeah,
Because that's more jarring than just say like bad dialogue. Because when you're a kid, you're like, whatever.
yeah.
But when a film just like ends out of nowhere, you're just like, you just feel dissatisfied,
Yeah.
and you kind of just left like. What
The
happened?
ending was a bit shit.
Yeah.
What a shame.
It's so weird, though. Do you remember, like, he's on a huge tank? It shows him on a huge tank for like 3 seconds, and he jumps off it and it explodes.
And then like all the Nazis have lasers and stuff. And,
Well,
stuff.
all I remember is there being like a train,
And the
yeah,
Bucky
when
falls off
Bucky
it.
and Bucky falls off.
Yeah.
And then
And
he's
that's
in a plane at the
something
end, and he's like,
That movie made The Winter Soldier worse.
I know, it's such a shame. Like a reveal
I did
like that
not give a shit.
could be like Star Wars level
Yeah.
fucking awesome, but they fucked it up so bad.
See,
Everyone
obviously,
already knew it.
And-
I already
they-
knew what was coming because of fucking Kieran.
Yeah.
Not the same
the
Kieran I mentioned
internet
a second ago.
screamed it to everyone
Yeah.
anyway. So.
Well, and it's like even the directors knew. You could tell
Mhm.
they just didn't make a big deal out of it. Hardly, because I
They
rewatched
tried
it.
to.
Hardly, I rewatched it. It's
Oh,
like
man.
such a
Look,
numb thing.
I'm done.
So he's making us stop right now.
I want to see fucking Civil War.
You're just gonna be miserable.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna.
It's an awful movie.
Even if I hate it, I'm gonna be like,
Hey, hey,
people in the room.
hey! It's not Batman vs Superman, so we're gonna have a good time no matter what, baby.
Exactly.
Not no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't watch
I wanna
Batman
see
vs
Kubo.
Superman. I was in
You would've loved
Portugal
it.
and I recommended watching it, but then I just heard all the backlash and was just like, I'm not going to waste my time watching
So
it.
Like,
So why are they even
us with
looking at
Batman
fucking
vs
review?
Superman? I remember I tweeted about it, and I had somebody go out of their way who was searching Batman vs Superman on Twitter, searching it to see anything bad.
Yeah.
Anything
Before the
bad
movie
about
was
this
out.
Before he'd even seen it, I think. I had watched it that very fucking day,
Yeah.
and I tweeted something about
'Cause
it.
that
He
was
was
the day
all
it was
like, actually this, and I was like, no, the film is bad. Because I said the one where Batman kills loads of people. He was like, Batman kills in this, that, and the other, and it's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, but those movies have stories.
Yeah, the
and
only
stuff that happens.
exactly. The only there's no complexity to this. They don't even explain why he's doing it. You know, fuck Batman vs Superman. I'm not wasting my breath.
I was actually going to see that when I was in Portugal.
Yeah.
But I saw the reviews and I was just like, I'm not going to waste my money seeing
Yeah.
this.
It's fucking long as well. I'll watch the R-rated cut when that comes out, I think.
Yeah.
Because I can barely remember the movie at this point. It's so forgettable to me. There's just certain bits, like Batman punching someone so hard they smack into their fucking head into the floor. Lose it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
But they ruined that in the trailer, so...
Like I said, Batman vs Superman
That's different.
sucks, and people are like, well, don't watch it then. Well, I already have, and it sucked. So.
Well, Batman vs Superman, you like Batman. You
Yeah.
like the idea of Superman. The comic's really good.
but I'm not gonna.
The story.
It's like the
I cried at Batman vs Superman, but not because it was sad.
Because you're so disappointed.
I wasn't disappointed. I was just like, ha!
This is
You
shit.
cry with laughter.
I'm honestly I'm going through the things
I
I've
cried with laughter. The Wolfman was saying, it ain't no Batman. It ain't no Avengers.
Which really annoys me.
God, don't start talking about Marvel,
Yeah, we're
please.
not going
Don't.
to. It's
Don't.
just-
Can't. This is the Marvel
Yeah.
cast.
No, I'm not going to talk about it. It's just one point. It's just because other people talk
Mhm.
about it, so you
Can we
do it
quickly
because
talk
it's
about
relevant,
Marvel, though?
and you just have to do it to keep up.
What did you say?
Marvel.
I like.
What's the... there are Marvel tropes,
titties.
right?
Yeah.
No, the entirety of Marvel.
What are the Marvel tropes? Like, characters gonna die, but they don't die.
Nothing ever happening ever.
Yeah.
Shitty memes.
Yeah, she means
Shitty memes. Is that a trope?
I guess.
I get fed up of the villain being so clever that they plan to be captured. Trope.
Yeah, it was like that in
Yeah.
Skyfall. Not Skyfall.
The Dark Knight started it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay when a film
And
starts.
actually, when you look at the Dark Knight, it makes no sense. in that
Yeah,
movie
I
as
don't
well.
know why he does that.
But the film just keeps moving, so you don't think about it.
Isn't it? I mean, I suppose like the excuse might be because he just does whatever he wants.
there's a
because he is an agent of chaos.
Anyway.
I always found it a bit confusing because that guy explodes and everyone dies apart from him or something.
Well, everyone just disappears. Even
Yeah.
the cops and stuff.
It's just like, we got this cool idea, we want to do this thing out, he's
It
free,
looks
whatever,
cool
it doesn't
when he
matter.
blows up and he's standing there and
Yeah.
everything's like...
It's like one of those, just turn your brain off for a second, whatever
Mm-hmm.
things.
Silly
then-
comic book movie.
Then they did it
art.
in Skyfall, they did it in the Avengers. Just every fucking movie ever has to do that now.
Don't go near Marvel
That was
products
the-
again. Go.
Yeah, we can't talk about Marvel.
Yeah, we're not allowed.
I just thought I'd mention it.
Someone's asked about the Batman vs Superman extended cut
Yeah,
and what we think.
yeah, we've watched it.
We've watched it.
We'll
You'll have
release
to
a
wait
blurb
until
on
the
it.
video comes out.
You've actually watched it.
Mm-hmm.
You go to cinema to see it.
hell no.
Personality, no.
Good.
Hell no. Thoughts on that movie?
Thoughts on Suicide Squad?
Alex,
In the movie that isn't out yet. If you had to make the follow-up movie to Man of Steel, what movie would you make? For example, a Man of Steel 2, a Batman movie, a Batman vs Superman, and how would you build up the rest of your DC universe?
By
Jim, as the DC expert, the resident
Yep,
DC
the,
expert,
Yeah, I know my DC really well.
Massive fan of Gorilla Grodd, I know that.
Not gonna lie. Love Gorilla Grodd.
So, what do you do,
um,
Jim?
You make a Batman movie
Right after Man of Steel.
right after Man of Steel. It's
You're
just
completely covering Jim.
it's just the fight scene from Batman v Superman. where he fights
With
the guys.
no context.
no context and ends.
So it's like a 15-minute movie.
Mhm.
James, don't bite the mic. That's weird.
That's about as good as a Batman movie could really be.
Well, the fight scene from the end of...
Apart from he doesn't kill anyone.
No, this is what you do. I reckon you should have gone Man of Steel.
Then you make a Superman movie.
Then
where
you make Man of
Superman's
Steel
actually
2.
A hero.
You make Man of Steel 2 where he's like really upset about what he did in the first one. Where he's racked with guilt. And this time he gets a chance, like for some other stupid, I don't know, other Gorilla Grodd comes running around. And he's like, that's it, I'm going to be a hero this time and I'm going to save people. And he actually saves people, he stops the whole city from being fucking destroyed. Bada boom, bada boom,
And he
bada
doesn't
boom.
even kill Gorilla Grodd.
Doesn't even kill Gorilla Grodd. He just turns him inside out and goat sees him into space.
I think
I
this
think I
needs
know
to
what
end,
I
to be
do.
honest.
I like the
I
idea
just
of
make the
Gorilla Grodd, though.
Superman Returns video game again.
You see, my Batman
in
movie
HD.
would be the fight scene,
Yeah,
but instead of when he shoots the guy at the end,
he goat sees him.
no, it's Gorilla Grodd in that room. And he
A
fights Gorilla
Batman fight scene with Gorilla Grodd might be epic.
Grodd. That would be amazing. Batman fighting a gorilla
A massive gorilla that's
Yeah,
really smart.
that's really smart and can like brain control you,
Fucking
giving
hate.
Batman a reason to murder people.
No, so then after Man of Steel 2, what you do is you make a Batman solo movie. And then you just off yourself.
Yep, the end.
Because no other DC heroes are of any importance. Just make a,
What about
com-
a Gorilla
make, a
Grodd movie.
make a combo movie with the Flash, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and the Ghost or whatever.
The Green Goblin.
With the Green Mars Goblin fighting Gorilla Grodd. That can be the movie.
Fuck that. You've got me excited.
And then you have Batman v Superman dealing with the fallout of the Gorilla Grodd rampage.
Mhm.
That fuels that.
That's when the fight scene from my movie comes in.
But then
where
by
he fights
then,
Gorilla Grodd.
like, they've turned Gorilla Grodd into like the most loved character in cinematic history. So that he gets his own spin-off movie and series. He's bigger than Deadpool. He's bigger than Star Wars.
Bigger than Jessica Jones.
Bigger than Jessica Jones even, which is a rarity. And then, but then they can't kill Gorilla Grodd. At this point, Gorilla Grodd is a bigger hero than Batman. So Gorilla Grodd kills fucking Batman. But no one cares though.
Everyone actually likes it.
And then what they do is they make a Superman movie where he fights Gorilla Grodd again. But Superman kills Gorilla Grodd. But then they do the death and return of Superman, but with Gorilla Grodd.
Reverse, with Gorilla Grodd instead of Doomsday.
Yep.
I'm off the cast.
Realize
Here's something for you. Man of Steel is a film I think has excellent visual shit.
Oh god.
But it's, a lot of people fucking hate Man of Steel.
Yeah.
The reasoning is usually like, do you even like understand films? But whatever. I won't get into that. But I think that's
Like
a film that looks very good, and that's kind of why I like it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's like every Zack Snyder movie.
Well, apart from like it's kind of fucked in because I was thinking about Batman vs Superman, and
That film's just a horrible mess.
that's kind
everything
of fucked.
pre
There's
that.
nothing. There's no consistency. So
Yeah.
whatever.
Like he's someone that should be, a cinematographer.
He should be half a director, yeah.
Yeah, he
should
should
be-
be,
yeah,
he
he
should be a
should just be on a
cinematographer.
Focus
team.
on just visuals, yeah.
Or at least, just give him better shit to work with. He should be co-directing or something.
Mhm.
yeah.
But
So,
No, they should just get him to direct a fight scene. Like, if
Yeah.
you have a fight scene in your movie.
yeah.
who's
But
that?
even then, I really hate that Batmobile chase scene in Batman vs Superman. I think it's really, really badly done. So fucking shit. Especially in comparison in The Dark Knight, where it's badly shot. Like you can barely tell what's going on.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Well,
It
I
cuts too
remember,
often.
I remember when I watched it,
In
it
the,
doesn't
in the
look,
Batman vs Superman one.
it doesn't look cheap. It just looks kind of.
And
no
it was
one
like
cares.
rushed. There's no
Yeah, no one
pacing to it. The
cares,
music's
yeah.
just like the whole time. There's no tension. Like
But-
it's just a really poor action
Yeah,
scene.
but
What
then
ones
think
are there
about it.
in The Dark Knight? Or
The Dark Knight, there's
Think
like the
about
really
the
classic
motorbike
one. Yeah, that whole
Yeah,
sequence.
that's really good.
Yeah.
That's a really good
There's
sequence.
just
in the
shots. I
film.
just think always when a shot of it on the bike weaving. It's like
Yeah.
that's cool.
And there's
I was
no
thinking
music in
about-
that entire scene, which is so important to the
Mhm.
tension
Yeah.
in it.
I was
Yeah.
thinking about the one from Batman Begins, which fucking...
Oh no,
Which
no,
sucks.
no.
Oh yeah. Wow.
A lot of that movie is like... Do you remember the first fight scene?
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's really, really
And
bad.
then he drops on the car and is like,
But that film actually
Yeah.
has
Don't you kids like falafel?
characters.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That film actually has characters though, and the story.
someone
Yeah.
edit that for me. What I just said.
Yeah,
Batman Begins.
fucking-
He drops on the car. He doesn't say I'm Batman. He says, "Don't you
Yeah,
kids like falafel?"
There's no action
Yeah.
I fucking like in Batman vs Superman, so
Do you know what I mean? There's a fucking great Batman fight scene,
that's the only
Trailer.
thing I like.
and the bit at the start is okay. The very start.
It's,
Not the
you hardly
opening,
even
I
count
mean,
that as an
like-
action scene though, and it is ruined by the stupid thing where everyone is in the Bruce Wayne's building, just standing there doing nothing, and then he calls them up, and then he answers the phone, and Bruce is like, "Get everyone out of the building!" They're literally watching
Mm-hmm.
the city be
Oh, that.
destroyed in front of their eyes, and he's like, "Oh, everybody, get out of the building!" It's like,
Why does he just stand there?
yeah.
That one guy's just left in there.
Oh, here's the jam.
That might be a
There
thing
you go.
where it's written in the script, like it's just a little paragraph. Like the city's being destroyed, it's from Bruce Wayne's perspective, he's running through the streets. And like Zack Snyder was like, okay, we start here, we gotta end there. It's like that's how he interprets it. I actually figure like, God, we gotta stop talking about a fucking movie. It's the exact same relationship between Thor and Thor's brother. It's the same thing. They just look the same. They're the same person, effectively, just a bit smaller. A big hitter movie landed the other day.
Oh, right.
Jim?
Manta Squad.
Suicide Shod.
Manta Squad.
See what I did there? Suicide
Well-
Shod.
My one was better, to be honest.
Just put it out there, none of us have seen it.
I have.
You may have seen that I tweeted one. Jim, for fuck's sake, I will snap your leg. God damn it.
Ruben needs to prove that he's not gay.
Yeah. By being tough and fighting.
You got a
around
bit
the
of
world.
cum there, Ruben.
Thanks, Alex.
I really almost sneezed then.
I tweeted Suicide Squad sucks earlier. Haven't seen it. I just wanted to see how many people get triggered.
Did you get any response?
Not really any triggered people.
No? Well. The Suicide Squad has dropped the movie, and apparently it's not very good. Apparently it's a mess, kind of like Fantastic Four. Fan Four Stick.
Fan 4 Stick was actually alright though.
No, it wasn't.
You had Whiplash Man, you know. Miles Teller, the
Yeah.
32-year-old.
And he nearly punched the director or something on set.
Yeah, because he kept turning up drunk or something.
Yeah. Didn't handle the stress very well. The guy who directed Suicide Squad has handled it pretty well, I think, considering.
Yeah.
Well, he said fuck Marvel.
But that doesn't
Not a
fuck
bit.
him, does it? Like, quite how the Fantastic Four Stick, Fan Four Stick director got.
There was no way he could like direct a Marvel movie anyway.
Oh, no.
He's too much of a gangster.
That's true. You seen Training Day? I'm the King Kong.
I have seen that, yes.
I'm the King Kong.
That's really funny, that line.
So people aren't liking it. Well, critics aren't liking it. Let's put it at that.
People aren't liking it
People
either.
are stupid, though. That's the thing.
No, people aren't liking it either.
Yeah,
Everyone hates it apart from a small sect of, I think, 3 people who have made about 20,000 like YouTube accounts so they can put comments saying how
wow,
great
I
it
love
was.
this.
Yeah. Is anyone surprised?
Not really.
Yes.
It's the kind of thing that encourages a rabid group of people, actually, to do shit like that.
Yeah.
Do you mean
Fucking
surprised that the movie is bad?
Well,
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but...
I'm surprised that the movie is that bad.
You are? Why?
That it's that bad. It looked better than Batman v Superman. The trailers.
It did look better than Batman v Superman, but a trailer isn't. It can be anything, can't it?
Yeah, but still.
Like the Strange Man. Oh, really, when you look at it, how many characters are there in the Suicide Squad? Like 25?
60.
60?
Quite a few.
Not one has been established yet, not a single one.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to do all that in one movie and also have a plot at the same time.
There's Will Smith playing... Will Smith with guns.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Dead Man, whatever. Dead Killer,
Deadshot.
Deadshot. He's Deadeye.
Like John Marston.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Red Dead?
No, you cannot. Then there's Killer Croc, of course, everyone's favourite.
Why wasn't Gorilla Grodd in this?
I mean, if it was just called Suicide Gorilla Grodd Squad.
Alex just can't go for the obvious, can he? He can't go for the hit movie Suicide Grodd. No. That would make far too much sense.
Suicide Gorilla Grodd. What's he called? Gorilla Grodd?
Yeah, Suicide Grodd would have been a great title.
He's going to be the reason Injustice is good, though.
He's not going to be in that.
He already is. He's already confirmed.
Oh, in Injustice. I thought you meant Justice League, the movie.
Oh no, Alex fucking.
No,
Good song in the trailer, though.
For what? What are we talking about anymore? Suicide Squad.
No, Justice League.
No, but did you know that a trailer company edited the full movie of Suicide Squad?
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you watch the YMS quickie of Suicide Squad, he shows a clip of how the film is edited, and it's like a trailer. It's really fucking weird. Like actual scenes. You know that one where the Joker's kind of standing above Harley Quinn with something, and he's like, "This is gonna sting," or something. I don't fucking know what he says.
Yeah, he's got the 2 things.
Yeah, but it's edited in a really strange, fucking mad way, like a trailer.
That's
the
annoying.
The way you'd see it in a trailer. Yeah.
I assume that's like her origin.
Yeah, it's her origin. She's the main character. I
And they
believe.
fucked it.
Oh yeah, no, the whole. Is it fucked now? Is it too late?
Yeah.
Is the DC universe just is too late now?
Because they
You think it
didn't
is?
even have an Iron Man, which was
No.
good.
But yeah, like Iron Man works on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had Iron Man.
No DC movie so far
Yeah.
does.
No.
Because they may have had Captain Awful America. That movie sucked. And then there was Incredible Hulk, which was also pretty
Captain
shit.
America, like,
But
I don't really like
they-
that film.
They at least had Iron Man to
But
to
Captain
ride
America is still like a thing that works on its own
on. Mm-hmm.
in comparison to BVS.
We're
Well, at least they actually
comparatively,
establish him.
but I fucking hate Captain America.
I don't like that
first one.
film at
It's
all.
fucking awful. Because it doesn't even have a cool fight scene like Batman v Superman, where Batman kills people.
Nah. You have to watch the film for 2 hours before you get
I know,
to
but
that.
it's still cool. If I bought them both on DVD, I could skip to that one bit on Batman v Superman, and I couldn't skip to any bit from Captain America and enjoy any of it.
What about Red Skull? He's pretty epic.
He's shit and fucking
My
awful.
favorite bit is when they do that. That's my favorite bit.
Captain America sucks.
But point is
and he's tiny.
it too late for DC now? Are they
That's
fucked?
funny.
Is their universe fucked?
Mm-hmm.
I think whatever the next one is.
Well,
is
it's
that
Justice League
That is
next
actually
now.
the next
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
That's so weird.
It is weird. It's
Why
wrong.
did they come out in the same year?
I don't.
Squad and
Why didn't they just do it like
Batman?
like Marvel did,
Yeah.
where they released solo movies? Were they just too scared?
You know what I think? I think they came up with the idea of doing Batman v Superman before they'd even considered doing like a fucking universe. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, lads, we can do that.
Yeah.
But it was fucked because they'd already announced BVS, so they're like, oh shit, we've already started production on this movie. We've got to just finish it and
Yeah.
release it now.
Do you
Fuck, we've got Suicide Gorilla Grodd coming
Yeah.
out in a minute. Shit, what do we do now?
Do you think a movie like Suicide Squad being bad, Suicide Gorilla Grodd Squad being bad? No, do you think
barely
it would?
associate with the rest of them?
No, but would Suicide Squad being bad have stood out in any way if the Marvel universe wasn't such a big deal and set up and, well supported and strong and successful at this point? Because think about when Green Lantern came out, Marvel was just getting off, weren't they? They were just starting to link everything. There was no Avengers at that point, and no one gave a single fuck about Green Lantern. No one.
It was just another schlock movie
It
that
was
came
just
out.
a piece of shit that came out.
Like, no one really even considered
no one
the
cared.
fact that it was a superhero thing.
Yeah, it
was
flopped.
like,
No one
bad film.
cared. They forgot about it the day after. But you didn't see people making petitions like, get rid of it, because it was panned, wasn't it? Critically.
Oh, yeah.
The fans were even like, ugh. But with this,
No,
I
but the
think-
people that have actually seen this are like,
no, but there is a sect of DC fans who, because it's Harley Quinn, because it's Deadshot, because Batman's in it.
no, but I bet when Green Lantern came out, there were people that defended it,
I
It's
guess
just the
but
internet was
it's
a different.
Yeah, it's different
bitch
now.
back then.
and we wouldn't have paid attention.
Yeah, we wouldn't even have known because we. Were
I think
like,
it's different now,
Comic Books
though.
weren't
we were
No,
like
because
3 years old.
do
or
you
something, I don't know.
do you think DC fans, the more immature ones, have been put on this defensive because of how successful Marvel is,
Probably, yeah.
and because of their mindless support to DC,
Mm-hmm.
and wanting DC to be successful despite
Mhm.
it being a company, that has no investment
give a
in
fuck,
them.
yeah.
They're just trying to produce entertainment for you to buy. Do you think that is what the result is here?
People like Batman,
Yeah.
and the Joker,
And Superman.
and they want to see it.
Yeah.
They want to see it good, and they're not getting it good.
No, but that's fine. I want to see a good Batman movie. I want to
No,
see
I
a
know,
good
but
Superman movie.
The thing
But
is,
I'm not, going and making petitions saying to take down Rotten Tomatoes because
Because the movie
a
wasn't good.
critically panned movie. Well, it was just everyone hated it, and that's somehow not all the movies that have come out fault. It's the people who went to see it, the critics who are blinded and they don't see the genius of it. No, it's just like are you completely out of your mind? It's like for example, if I lived in a house made of shit, everything I owned was made of shit. My clothes, just everything. Every single thing.
Stop embellishing and get to the fucking
Every
point.
single thing I own is shit, right? So I obviously stink of shit because my clothes are shit. I just wear shit. So I go around, right? And people are like, start complaining to me that I smell of shit. I just reek of shit. I'm like unbearable to be around.
Where is this going? I missed the bit before because I zoned out. So
No, but
I
listen.
came back as soon as you started talking about shit, so I don't know what's
The first
happening.
person comes up to me and they say, "You are disgusting to be around." And I'm like, what? What? I live in shit. It's not a fucking problem, is it? And then I go to the next person, they're like, "Ugh, are you fucking covered in shit?" And I'm just like, well, I live in shit. All of my stuff is shit. And then I go home and I get in a strop and I make a petition. Saying it's not my problem.
You just compared DC Universe fans to being people that are literally made entirely of shit. I didn't think that was the side you were going for there.
No, I go home and
that analogy just does not work. In the slightest.
Listen. I
You just
go.
wanted to talk about shit. That was
No, I go home and I go on my shit PC and I'm typing on my shit keyboard saying, "It's not my problem that I'm made of shit and stink of shit and I'm horrible to be around. It's their problem. They should sort their shit out. They should
Yeah.
accept me for my shittiness."
No,
Like, I'm just gonna
that
keep-
doesn't work. Though,
No, I'm
because
going to keep living in this disgusting shit despite it being terrible for everyone.
and despite me being
And it's
able
not my,
to
it's
easily
not
change
my
ways.
responsibility.
Yeah.
No, but the
Jar,
clean
can
up my
someone
shit.
animate this, please? Just that last segment.
yeah, but you're just wrong
Why is that wrong?
because you're saying the people that
No,
Well,
no, the
do
shit.
the petitions.
Okay, no, I kind of combined.
You're saying the shit is DC movies, and then the person living in shit is the fans.
Is a wild fanboy,
the-
yeah.
yeah
A
fanboy.
fervid fanboy, maybe.
But people don't see a fanboy and say your movie's shit. They say
No, I said you're covered in shit. You're
no.
disgusting.
Yeah, but when I see a fan of DC, I don't say
No, there's a difference.
your movie's shit.
No, there's a difference. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I think as a rule, they're putting the blame on the wrong thing. Like, why are they getting mad at the critics who are reviewing a bad movie instead of getting mad at DC for making a bad movie?
Again, they're the one living in shit. So
So they just can't see because there's just shit everywhere.
They're
They're probably
no,
blind.
I mean, if you're deciding to live in shit, like
Fanboy,
if,
blinded.
if you're literally typing on a computer made of shit, there's something wrong.
You're not really
Like-
going to be achieving much because you can't do much with
Can you
stuff that's
imagine
made
it?
of shit. So is this in like a world where you can like make sort of objects like this out? Like
Yeah.
a shirt can be made of like
You just had a shit
it's like
shirt.
shit that's like perpetually sort of wet shit
Yeah.
in its shittiest
Slimy shit.
slimy shit form,
Yeah.
but it still like functions as like
Yeah.
a shirt, and a keyboard that's made of shit but it still
Yeah.
functions as a keyboard with a computer that's also made of shit.
Is it pathetic?
I kind of prefer the shit topic more than I do Suicide Squad. It's got more going for it, to be honest.
Is it pathetic? The reaction.
Yes.
Is it
you are right in saying you shouldn't blame the people that think the movie's shit. It's the people
No.
making the movie.
Yeah.
It's the people
They're
doing
so
the shit.
desperate for this thing that they love to be good.
It's those people that have supplied you with your shit house and shit clothes.
But then that's the same way with a lot of
and
comic
shit-
book
and your
shit.
shit keyboard.
But yeah,
Like, comic book shit is dumb.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad is dumb.
it's dumb, but like, it can work.
Oh, it can definitely work. Who
And you
thought-
could make a movie. You
Oh.
could make a fucking cool movie.
I mean, it seems obvious the route you'd take,
Mm-hmm.
but instead they go with this weird. Oh, let's throw them into the city and they fight mudmen.
It's the Avengers,
It's not the Avengers. It's Fantastic Four stick.
which is the Avengers.
No.
No,
There's a
blue
big
be- blue
difference.
beam
There's
in
a
the sky.
big
Fantastic
difference.
Four.
There's a big
Horse.
difference because Fan Four Stick had the characters that weren't set up beforehand. There was absolutely nothing going for it. There was no levity, no enjoyment, no good action
that's
scenes.
not what I mean. I mean it's like making the Avengers, but with bad guys
Yes.
and none of the previous movies. Like they
yeah.
throw these characters, these bad guys, into this heroic situation that
Yeah.
should be the Justice League or the Avengers.
Yeah.
When like,
It's just a
why-
terrible idea.
Yeah, why do you go that direction? Why not make the bad guys do something fucking scummy, that in the long run is good.
Yeah, it should be something that a superhero
Can't do.
No, it should be like
Why would they get the bad guys to do something?
Something that a superhero wouldn't do because
Batman
it's like
could do
would
fucking by himself.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they get them to do something that a superhero wouldn't do because it's morally compromising or whatever for him.
What's the point of having a bunch of villains?
That would require actual writing as well.
What's the point of having a bunch of villains if you're not going to have them be villains? Isn't that what makes the Suicide Squad entertaining? Is that it is a bunch of villains and that they're all
being
horrible assholes. They're all villains.
So the problem is, because these movies have been made now, we won't see a good version of these movies for like 40 years at least.
Well, from what they were, how they were advertising it and setting this film up, this, like they wanted this to be their Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
But they're like not even bad guys; they're just kind of
dysfunctional, flawed characters.
Yeah,
that all have to end up being a team in the end.
Mm-hmm.
But that was actually, thoughtful.
Yeah,
and they had a through line. But this kind of, it's just like a product thing. But they were like, we need to hit these beats. We need to show this thing here. We need to put Joker in there, even though he's in it for 2 minutes.
And he's just what you did earlier, jumping around like, hey, use condoms, wee.
Dude, it's just that I just think the DC universe is just so fucking fucked now.
The thing is, like, you can see when a lot of the Marvel movies are essentially just products.
Yeah. But a lot of them are guff, but they're fine guff. They're not offensive.
They do it right.
Yeah.
They make a fine movie.
They make a comic book
in the right way.
They make a comic book movie that is enjoyable. You go in there, you watch it, you're not offended by anything. It's all fine. Everything's just fine and dandy. Then you leave and you forget about it.
Jim's in Vietnam in his head.
No, but then you go and see Batman v Superman.
Iron Man 2 in the cinema.
He's in the burning pits.
We saw Iron Man 2 at the cinema and we didn't really care. We saw the cool action scene at the end and we left happy. Didn't complain about it. Didn't whinge and whine.
I went on 12 Reddit.
That's true.
I went on 12 Reddit.
He went on Rotten Tomatoes and was like,
but then,
I'm going to sue you for
slander.
But a lot of the Marvel movies, when you watch them, it's not like
living in shit.
You're not sat there going like, why did that just happen? Why did he do that? Why is the editing so weird all of a sudden?
I mean, the editing's fucking boring in Marvel movies, but at least it's consistent. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense with the movie.
I don't fucking know.
We can't talk about Marvel, by the way. We're not allowed. We do it too often.
DC's the movie universe is just screwed because the Justice League movie is going to be garbage. Let's be honest.
The Batman movie.
It's going to be.
Probably the first draft will be good. Then the studio.
I don't think the Batman movie is going to be made. I really don't think it's going to happen.
It'll either die or the studio.
Ben
will kill
Affleck's
it.
not going to want to do it. Why the fuck would he want to be part of this universe?
Well, he would have signed a contract.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't mean that's to direct. He signed a contract to play Batman.
He still hasn't said though. Every time he's talked about it, he's been like very particular in the way he's talked about it.
I bet
saying
he could
like
make a
we're
great
just waiting for the right script. To me, that's like I'm trying to distance myself from this because like, why would you want to?
Because he probably signed up with high hopes.
Because even if it was amazing, then so what? It's trapped in this fucking crap universe.
He probably signed up with high hopes as well for this shit. Yeah, I can do some good stuff.
On paper, I suppose.
And then it got
fucked.
The
thing is, if you get the chance to be Batman,
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and that.
Yeah, you're not going to turn that down.
No, especially with the fucking comic book craze going on.
Yeah, and a lot of people, and a lot of like movies are sort of made in the editing room. Like you might think when you're on set, you're filming it, that everything's all right.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it finally comes together and it just doesn't work, then it's not really the actor's fault, is it? It is just a job for them at the end of the day. They're not usually part of the writing or any of that, unless they are editing or writing it or whatever. But in that case, I think it is just a lack of direction, a lack of just the most basic understanding of these superheroes. Zack Snyder just does not understand it. He just doesn't fucking get it. He does not understand Batman or Superman or any of them.
They're not even hard to get, though.
I know, that's the
weird
weird
part. He wants his own thing.
Yeah.
He wants, like...
He did do his own thing, though, and it was the worst piece of shit ever made. Sucker Punch is awful. Fucking Zack Snyder, suck my cock. There's a good video of them.
Is it Zack Snyder sucking cock?
Yeah, it's Ralph the Movie Maker with, like, the Snapchat filter thing that, like, swaps face. He's done it with Zack Snyder, and he reviews Suicide Squad as Zack Snyder, and it's very funny. It's just too far gone now. It's such a shame as well, because I always preferred the DC characters, always like Batman. And it's what a weird thing after having Nolan and his trilogy, which were critical darlings, you know,
Mm-hmm.
were financially a huge success, made Nolan's career effectively. He can now make whatever he wants because of a superhero movie.
I'm just looking at that Dunkirk thing, like his accolades, it's like,
Yep.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
And now look what it's turned to. It's like they're just floundering,
Mm-hmm.
desperate.
I wonder what he thinks when he probably just looked at it.
Well, because they kept
Sipping his tea.
remember when they started with Man of Steel and BVS, they attached his name to it
Yeah, as a producer.
as this way of trying to trick people into thinking it was going to be of that sort of quality,
Mhm.
when it's just something completely different. It's nothing like that at all.
What I want to
What if they'd
happen-
just gone all in with Nolan's universe?
You can't.
Yeah,
No,
it's
but
just-
no, with
it's-
like Batman shit, and just
What
kept
do you
going
mean?
with that. Like giving
Well,
him.
First of all, where would you go from
Yeah, you
the
can't.
third
You'd
one?
have to like his movie.
Like, maybe after The
Rises,
Dark
it was
Knight.
so different.
after the Dark Knight maybe, but you couldn't have Superman.
Yeah.
Not in that universe.
You
no.
couldn't have any
Well, it
other
would have like
DC hero.
it would have compromised the integrity of Nolan's movies completely.
He
That's
pretty
the
much
problem, isn't
he,
it?
he used like the only characters that are believable,
Yeah.
or
That's
at
the
least in the state
He made
that we've seen.
Bane somewhat
Yeah.
rounded though, and Bane in the comics is just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, but like
There are probably a few left. We could have done Hugo Strange, the Riddler. Batman's got a bunch.
Don't know about
That's
that.
the thing though with DC. Batman is like so different to the Flash, Superman,
Yeah.
Green Lantern. He is so different.
do you want to see a bunch of movies about like fucking Falcone and Cobblepot? Danny DeVito.
You only associate that with that stupid movie though.
No, I know, but I mean like
I want,
could make
I want
good
one where he
movies.
fights Firefly and he's like, yeah, as he
but how
fucking
could you
burns
do
stuff.
like the Penguin? Like how could he be the main bad guy ever?
With a Nolan
Good for,
movie.
It'd be a really like serious crime drama thing again, but it'd be like Dark Knight, but
it would
less
be like
interesting.
Batman Begins again.
Yeah, just but
And-
yeah,
and that was like
Batman Begins again. They'd call it Batman Begins again.
They never had Robin.
no. What I
in
want to
there.
happen is that DC universe to fucking flop.
Apart from
and
that
then
one line at the end of Dark Knight Rises,
Mm.
a really violent Batman
like
movie.
me. Robin, and he's like,
It is going to flop because
No, I know.
except Suicide Squad is tracking really well currently for how much it's
Really?
made in the first few days or whatever.
Yeah,
Except I expect it will be like
BBS,
where it
starts
just
to terrible
drops.
Yeah.
Just drops. The next
I
weekend.
think the trailers did a good job of lying.
for both movies.
Not so much for both.
I
Batman
reckon
v
for both.
Superman. No, after people saw Doomsday.
Oh, that was an awful trailer.
Yeah, no. There's been no trailer like that for Suicide Squad.
No,
All of them so far have been like.
it's because they just
Well,
like
this
didn't
should be
focus on
alright.
anything. It was just like random shit, basically.
Yeah, the actual movie.
It's just random shit from these random characters that we're supposed to care about. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I have no faith in this universe anymore. I know exactly what the Justice League is going to be. It's going to be this weird reactionary thing to BVS, and it's going to feel
Goofy as
strange.
fuck.
It's going to be, the tone is going to be fucked in the opposite direction this time. They're not going to know what to do with it. It's going to be horrible.
It was like Aquaman drinking Jack Daniels from the bottle. It was like a huge
what
wave.
Zack Snyder way to
Mm-hmm.
show Aquaman as a thing.
That's like trying so hard to make him cool.
I mean, just
Mhm.
kind of thinking about Jack Daniels makes you feel a bit sick. To be honest.
What a word.
Yeah.
It's just, they had such high hopes, didn't they? Like they even built in, even with this one, like the Marvel things, they had the stingers.
Mm-hmm.
But then with
Yeah,
BVS,
and
they
it's-
just started putting other movies into the movie.
Yeah.
I gotta get a glass of water. My mouth is so dry right now. It's suicide. It's DC. It's so unpalatable. I can't cope.
Yeah. Will this get any DC hate, you reckon?
Maybe.
People go out there and try to find people. Batman fight scene in Batman Begins.
Oh, yeah,
How
fucking
choppy that is.
Yeah, but there's a few parts in Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, though,
The
it's
Dark
pretty
Knight,
good.
though, there are parts where it's like, ugh,
Like,
the dialogue.
that's just every Nolan film, though.
Yeah, I know. Like the Dark Knight is
floaty
probably
big.
yeah, but the Dark Knight I think is like the least bad in terms of that.
Yeah,
or maybe like
it's the least by far
but-
because the actors are so good in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a lot of that.
But yeah,
So-
just
sometimes
like the
when-
last thing that Gordon says at the end.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
It's just
It doesn't
like the
mean
film's
anything.
over. It sounds cool.
What did you say
Yeah.
again?
That whole thing, like
Where he ends with the dark.
Oh,
Knight.
he's not the hero Gotham deserves. But he's the one we need right now. He's not our white knight. He's running away because he has to. Not because he's done like.
It doesn't really mean anything, but like
he's talking to a child.
It's poetic prose, and Nolan just like throwing it in there because he's like, I'm smart.
I know, but he's fucking Commissioner Gordon talking to his kid. Nobody talks like that, especially not to a kid.
When you break it down like that, it sounds weird, but then in the film, it just works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing is to accept it.
It just straight up works in that for the end of the film. Like if he was like, "Hi, son, he's Batman. Don't worry, he's gonna save the day." You know, it'd be like, oh. Hope the Joker doesn't fuck my pussy too hard. Sorry, I just had to get one in there. I really apologise for that one.
Alex, come on.
Batman v Superman.
Shut up. Bad movies with bits you like.
Well, VVS.
Batman v
easier.
Superman.
VVS got some bits in it I like.
There's one bit that's good, and that's that fight scene. That's it. Nothing else.
I'm sure there's
in the
another
whole film.
Batman bit that's neat. It's like a couple
Part where he
seconds
fights, yeah.
where he's like on the ceiling. He just smashes across.
That's weird, man. He just turns into a bat suddenly.
Yeah, I
like
love
a
it.
real bat.
I love that bit because
No, the only good bit in BVS is that fight scene at the end with Batman.
Where he's finished,
whereas
alright.
where he's fighting
There's
the
one
thugs.
part in the part where Batman's actually fighting Superman. He's punching him.
That is the only
That's
good bit.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
He's punching him in the face.
I
He's,
don't like that
flinching.
fight though. Overall.
And then he's getting
I think it's lame.
less and less resilient, and he's just going.
Yeah. Even though it was like makes no fucking sense anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Just none of it. It's just fucking so
It's
dumb.
funny.
All of the Marvel heroes have a DC counterpart, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
All of them. None of them are so unique that that there's not an equivalent.
Superman.
Which one's Superman? I can't think of Marvel. Thor?
Yeah, but he's not really, is he?
No, not in terms of like
I'd say Thor is
popularity.
more Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So who is the Superman?
The Hulk.
I guess Captain America?
He's the equivalent.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The
like
golden
equivalent.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The leader lover.
But Captain America has blonde hair.
He's got you there, Alex.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of any really CG reliant movies? Like think about Batman vs Superman. Obviously had a lot of CG in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's always obvious when it's the CG parts.
Yeah. There's sometimes, like I found with Batman v Superman,
Yeah.
it sort of blends,
Yeah.
where it all kind of has this look, even the stuff that isn't just filled with CG.
If you could fix one movie that you wanted to be good but wasn't, how would you fix it? I would.
Batman v Superman.
Completely rewrite Batman v Superman. Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
change all of it apart from that one fight scene.
go. Yeah, that has to be in it. Just like
No, that's something. How the fuck did they do that fight scene? Because some of it looks.
does blend quite well, doesn't
Yeah, it looks fucking amazing.
Mm. When you step back and just look at it purely in a how did you do that type
Yeah.
deal.
How the fuck did they do that?
Just very good CG artists, I expect.
I was looking at some behind the scenes stuff though.
Yeah.
They did it a lot in like actual.
It's all like
Stuff.
editing and tricks.
Well, like you know the part where it's Batman actually fighting Superman. He like kicks him into a skylight.
Yeah.
Like they actually did that.
That's probably why
But I don't understand why. I think that's what I mean when I
It's
say it
just-
blends well. Like
I suppose it's just the kind of shit that like. I suppose it just depends on them. If someone wants to do it and it is
Yeah.
achievable,
Yeah.
they will do it because they feel it looks better,
Yeah.
and it does for the most part. That's it. There's no like sort of like why or whatever. It's
Yeah.
just they want to do that.
I really do like that we're
Zach wanting to do that.
and like when they had to choreograph fight scenes with Ben Affleck with a mask on where he couldn't even see.
Yeah. I like the fact that we're at a point where CG is good enough where if it's used properly you cannot notice it.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Mad Max.
Yeah.
Or like Game of Thrones where you just don't notice it. You
It's
don't
like
even
the
see it.
BVS. You know, you said about like there's no fucking random eagles just picking up and flipping
Yeah.
cars. That's what Doomsday is. He's the random eagle picking up and flipping cars. Just like, what the fuck are you doing here? You look
Yeah.
shit compared to everything else.
Yeah, he does. There's like nothing grounded about that.
He just looks dumb.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He looks like a CG monster. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
He's not like, oh, he looks like a cool monster.
Yeah.
It's just a CG monster.
Are there like any monsters in anything that don't look like just like obviously CG thing in anything like that? Like think about every Marvel movie when there's like a creature monster. It's always like it looks like that.
It's weird.
Some of the
it's weird
time
with
it's not.
Marvel.
It's some of the time that it's like this fits. That's the problem. Doomsday doesn't fit.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Guardians of the Galaxy just then. They're aliens and shit and that, aren't they? A couple.
They're pretty restrained
No,
in Guardians, to be fair.
but
They don't have any
find-
like big like worm monster shit, do they?
No.
It's usually people with like makeup on.
I find Marvel ones like do it the worst in terms of blending.
Yeah.
Like the shit really sticks out. Like in Civil War.
Like, oh yeah, because
Like the
because it's filmed in this weird gritty, almost like war movie
Mhm.
type
Well, there's like
type
a
deal.
filter on that the whole movie. Isn't
Yeah. But and then when you see the Falcon flying around, like it looks weird. sort of.
When Ant-Man goes huge,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can just
it
tell.
looks wrong.
You can tell. It's like a fun scene, but you can tell it's obviously CG.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's
or
like, cause, someone might say, well, obviously it's CG, it's impossible. It's like, no, it's different.
The Dark Knight Rises could have been 2 films.
I wish the Joker could have been in.
Yeah.
I wish,
No.
I wish Heath Ledger didn't die.
The whole film would have been about him. You just know it.
Mm-hmm.
He would have played a major role in
Yeah.
it. Couldn't have not.
If Bane might not have even been in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been neat, actually.
I think the most excited for a movie I've ever been for is The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Really?
I was
And-
disappointed. I came out of it like, hell yeah,
When I
let's
came out
do
of
it
that, I was
again.
like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, me too. I was like fucking shaking because I was so like, please don't be bad, please don't be bad, please don't be bad.
I remember going there. I went and saw it with my dad. It was the last day of school as well, so I
Yeah.
saw it at like 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
Got a good screening of it. Cinema was full. That
Mhm.
movie fucking shook the foundations of like everywhere in the Western world because
Yeah.
everyone just wanted to see it. And everyone at the end,
Because it was riding on the coattails.
end of the
Dark Knight.
film, he goes, Dark Knight Rises. It's got
Mhm.
the din, din.
Yeah.
Everyone in the fucking cinema starts clapping. Everyone.
Jim hates it.
It was fucking great. It was
We
great.
didn't get any
It was an
applause.
experience.
It's because our screening was a bit slimed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first
Yeah,
time.
that's
we got to
fucked.
see the intro
Yeah,
twice.
the first 20
We got
minutes
to
were
hear
fucked for
the
you.
intro twice.
We
at
saw
least.
some of it. We saw the last half of the plane bit, like twice.
You know, the story of The Dark Knight is really similar to The Killing Joke.
In the same way that
Well, like-
The Dark Knight Rises is very similar to Nightfall or whatever, like elements of it.
No, but like the whole thing that the Joker's doing is the same in The Killing
Yeah.
Joke.
Oh yeah, because like Nolan actually appreciates the
Mhm.
source material in some way.
But he did
Yeah,
that
and he
at the
doesn't
same
just sort of
time
like look
making
at it and he's like,
Yeah,
at the same time he made a completely original Joker.
got a bit of shit in the Jar Media comments for making fun of Suicide Squad,
fuck 'em.
despite not seeing it. I feel like it's because I made the video about review scores or whatever. And they were like, you're just basing your opinion on the critics or whatever.
No.
No, you can still make an informed opinion, I reckon. Like,
Like when you look at
I'm-
a trailer,
Yeah, you're not just
you
looking
look
at
it,
review
sort of
scores.
what it's about.
I watched
There's a lot
the
of context you can
the
take.
I've watched people
consideration.
talk about it. I haven't just
Yeah.
gone on.
yeah, exactly. I
Rotten
watched the
Tomatoes.
40-minute review from Kind of Funny.
Mhm.
I watched the Red Letter Media review. I watched Chris Stuckman's review. Who else did I see? I saw the Ralph the Movie Maker's one on it, where he was Zack Snyder reviewing it. I saw a bunch of different people, and then I read a bunch of reviews as well. And
Did anyone say it was good?
Angry Joe did. I watched the Angry Joe one as well.
Yeah,
Did he
but-
really?
So-
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of like support for it because there's a big group of people who are like desperate to attach their opinion to someone else
Mhm.
who's like
Well,
big in the media.
He's desperate for DC to be good.
Mhm. Literally every point he has in his review of Suicide Squad is like the opposite of what every other person has been saying. We're like, man, every character just gets the right amount of setup. They're all
Mhm.
great, and so based on what I absorbed from that, I think it's fair to. And we did preface. We weren't saying that we'd seen the film.
Yeah.
We did, and like, I'll still watch it, and if there are things I like in it, I would not like fucking lie. But I think it's fair based on the panning by everyone, not just critics. Like, I value the opinions of some of those YouTubers I listed above any like random like New York critic or whatever. Like, I don't care about the actual score. I'm looking
Yeah.
about what they're actually saying about the movie.
Looks stinky.
Yeah, does.
Like, you know that scene in the trailer where the Joker's lying with a big circle of knives around him.
Yeah.
I remember when I first saw that, I thought, oh, I can't wait to see like why he's there,
Yeah.
what that is. And apparently there's just no reason. It's just there in the film.
There probably
Literally
was.
Probably was a
fucking-
reason
yeah.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what Red Letter Media said
They-
about it was just like it just feels like
Well, they probably showed all
They
this.
just chopped up the movie and
Yeah.
fucking just.
They probably showed all this stuff in the trailers and thought, well, we have to show it now.
Yeah,
We can't just
because the
clearly
trailer
show that
company
we've
edited it.
cut shit out.
Got a bunch of fucking shit questions on Reddite.
I really want a fucking good Joker.
Who's alive?
Yeah.
God damn it.
There's so much you can do with those two characters, though.
I know.
And
Like, I just think that dynamic's just fucked now in that universe. The Joker Batman dynamic. Because all of the interesting stuff is gone.
They feel like completely
Yeah.
separate now. to
Yeah.
me. They're not like this
it's like
constantly clashing force.
everything's already happened.
Yeah.
in that
Exactly,
universe.
yeah.
He's
So this
he's already killing people. Why the fuck is the Joker still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, does he keep
And
these
like
people alive just
did
so
you
he
see
can
that
keep
thing
his
the other
job?
day where the director of Suicide Squad explained Joker's backstory, like why he has the grill? Because, get this, because Joker and Harley killed Robin, Batman got so mad he punched all of Joker's teeth out, and that's why he put damaged on his forehead as a tattoo, because he feels like he's damaged his perfect looks or whatever. The end. Like, he said that in a fucking interview. Like, why have we not seen that?
Yeah.
All of that is
What?
like, that's like a fucking movie right there. That's a fucking movie.
How cool could that be?
And that's
though?
way more interesting than fucking Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck
How
about
awesome would that be? But at the same time,
that. It wouldn't be
we've
awesome,
seen-
though. That should be like the second film.
no, I know, but I mean, actually seeing that and it be good.
Yeah.
Like, if they had a movie like The Dark Knight where they set up the Joker,
Yeah.
and then the second one, he has a Robin. He is a Robin in
Yeah.
the first movie as well.
Yeah.
Kills Robin. But then, why would Batman keep him alive if he just kills people left, right, and centre?
I know.
Is Suicide Squad set before Batman vs Superman?
I think there's one scene that is where he's like chasing them. Then he punches Harley Quinn.
But if the Joker's still alive after Batman v Superman, why the fuck is he still alive? Batman is killing anyone. Why would he keep the Joker alive?
It makes no sense. I don't know. I can't tell you.
That's why I think if Batman is ever someone that kills, the first person he has
What
to
was their
kill is
plan
the
with
Joker.
the Joker, though, now? What can they do with him? Because they're going so ham into Justice League, where the Joker's like irrelevant. He doesn't matter when you have Superman and Aquaman
Yeah.
and shit.
No, let's
He's
just
not
face it,
interesting.
There's no plan.
There's no plan.
Well, it'll be
It's
for
like-
a solo Batman movie.
But then it would make no sense unless it's set before all of that. In which case, why did you not start with that?
because Batman still takes on the Joker.
It just seems
after the
so
Justice
fucking
League.
obvious.
I know.
You have this myriad of characters, you give one of them each their own movies and you make it good. And then you have a film like Batman vs Superman, which only works based on the history of all the characters and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what? They
At
just
this point,
fucking...
I don't have anything to say. I just kind of sit here and listen to you two talk about
They
it.
got fucking cold feet, that was it.
Well, they
Marvel
were
was so
too scared
successful.
because Marvel was so far ahead.
And they... Instead of taking what Marvel didn't do well, and
Instead, they did everything Marvel did well and did it badly.
yeah, they tried to copy Marvel and fucked up.
Yeah.
So now they're in a worse place in the end.
It is a marathon, not a sprint, and they tried to sprint
Mm-hmm.
to catch up when they were already so far ahead. You can't do that.
Yeah.
If they wanted to
Basically,
make the most money,
yeah.
you do string this fucking
The only reason
stuff
Batman vs
out.
Superman existed is because it came at the same year as Civil War.
Yeah.
Which is Iron Man and Captain. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
You know, originally, I guess they probably were like, well, we should really start with this, but we've got to release our heroes fight each other
Yeah.
movie.
Like, why would any
But it'd be shit.
artist who wants to tell a story introduce such a conflict like that? Like, on a storytelling perspective, it just makes no sense at all. Like, we'd never seen Batman in that universe before. We'd never seen
Mhm.
Wonder Woman. We'd never seen The Flash. So it's just weird on that standpoint. Maybe if you're a fan and you don't mind filling in the blanks, that wouldn't bother you. But to me, seeing a movie that's supposed to like work as a movie, it just doesn't.
Yeah, it's not fair to have all this backstory.
Yeah, and the excuse, well, I'm a fan. I know all the backstory. Like that's bollocks to me.
The problem, you're allowed to have interesting backstories, but the problem is when that backstory would be better than the movie you're getting.
Yeah,
That's the main problem.
Yeah.
Because like, there are awesome movies where the backstory is fucking awesome, but you
Yeah.
always see the most important part.
yeah. Like I have no problem with skipping over shit like Spider-Man getting bitten by a radioactive spider,
Yeah.
Batman's parents being killed, you know,
Mhm.
basic shit like that. We mean like important actual like stories.
Mm-hmm. That's it. We've seen those being told several times. So now we've seen Batman's parents be killed, but it's just because everyone wants to show it the way they picture it.
Yeah.
I mean, the best way has probably been fucking Batman v Superman's way of showing
And
his parents get
visually,
killed. Yeah.
but that's just like so vapid. It has no
Mhm.
fucking meaning. What about the Joker killing Batman's parents and the Tim Burton one? That was a good understanding of
That was so weird.
their fucking relationship.
It kind of makes sense though, like the thing he was going for. Like the Joker made the Batman, then the Batman makes the Joker.
I guess.
That's like the idea of it.
Yeah. Which, like, man,
But it's so fucking weird.
I just don't.
Like, what's the chances?
God,
of
if that Batman film was released after The Dark Knight, can you just imagine how fucking just panned it would be by everyone?
I know.
It only works because of when it came out and the affinity people have for it being like, yeah, the first time we saw Batman on the big screen.
It was cool though.
Yeah.
When the Joker pulls out his big gun.
Yeah. It is really campy, that movie. It's really strange.
But it's really like creepy and weird as well.
It is creepy.
Like he completely fries people with his.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
they turn into fucking skeletons.
He murders a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was an 18 as
yeah,
well.
he does that smile thing. The
Oh yeah, he does. They haven't
they
done
look
that in any of
creepy
the,
as fuck.
yeah. Because they did that in the cartoon because they couldn't have murder.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually way more horrifying than murder.
Yeah.
That's the thing where like
it eventually just did become murder.
yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I watched because the Joker's in Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm. He's in it loads. He's like the main bad guy.
Oh really? I don't really
Yeah.
remember it.
And he does that to someone. He does the laughing gas thing, but like they don't die. They're just in a hospital bed and they just can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
And it's like really creepy.
Oh yeah, I remember that scene.
Yeah. And Batman goes in and talks to him.
Yeah. It is like that's a really neat idea. And they
Yeah.
haven't done that in a movie. Even though it is comic book, you're like it's not a thing that exists. But it's still like creepy imagery and shit.
Yeah.
Creepy idea.
The Dark Knight.
Mhm.
You know when Harvey Dent has Gordon's family.
Yeah.
The music that plays at that part.
Fucking god.
What about when on the tense like race to get to Rachel and Harvey when they're in the warehouses? The music there is really good.
And
Poignant.
then it just stops when he opens the door
hmm
and sees who it is.
But that film is good at stopping the music when it's like when it
That's a
would be too
Nolan
much.
thing.
Yeah. All I remember is noticing the Captain America theme basically in
Yeah.
Did you see that, Jim? The guy who was getting pissy at me on Twitter for calling out in my superhero movie video how bad the Marvel scores are. Check this out now. He as his way to try and convince me otherwise, he sent me the ending credits music to Thor
Yeah.
as his example.
What was the other one? There's another one he used.
It was the Civil War theme.
Yeah.
Can you remember either of those themes?
Oh my god.
Do you remember them being effective in either of those movies?
I remember the Civil War theme being in it,
Yeah.
but
The Thor ending
I
credits.
remember thinking it was kind of bad.
They were actually bad.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
So,
He sent me
It was so nothing. It
the
was like the
worst piece of
equivalent
music
of
you
like
could have sent me.
super generic pop music. It was like
I
the
think-
soundtrack equivalent of that.
The closest they've come to like actually having a good one was Guardians of the Galaxy, where they had a good soundtrack and they also had a good score as well, which I can hum right now.
The score was okay,
But like for a Marvel movie, that
Yeah,
was
for-
like really like stood out to me
but
compared to all the other ones.
it just sounded to me like the Avengers theme.
It sounded like
It has the same
it
build-up,
sounded
at
like the
least.
Avengers theme if they actually used it properly in the film.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, are you fucking for real right now? And then
Yeah.
after I called him out on it, and he was like, oh, it's just my opinion, or whatever.
Yeah.
Even though he started with an insult to me saying I was like whinging and whining or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah, because I quoted the tweet and retweeted it just so we
Yeah.
get a little bit of hate from people. Just because I thought he deserved it a little bit.
What's
Willem
up,
Dafoe.
Spider-Man?
It's Willem Dafoe. Because of
Willem Dafoe's an actual good actor.
It's because
as
of
well,
it's because of
and
the
loads good
Boondock.
shit.
Come on, Footloose.
The Boondock Saints. It's a good movie.
Come on, Spider-Man.
We could rule this town, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Can roll this town, Spider-Man.
You're right though. He should play the Joker.
I just love it because even
Yeah,
when
he
he
should play
smiles,
the
he wants to
Joker.
kill you. Yeah.
And who would play Batman for his Joker? It would have to be an old Batman. Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, fuck it.
Kevin Conroy looks like the Joker.
He's too
there.
He
skinny,
can play the
though.
Joker.
He's too skinny.
Yeah.
Let's get Mark Hamill to play the Joker then.
Yeah.
No, Mark Hamill plays Batman.
Nah, I can't wait to see him as a fucking old Jedi.
Who am I?
Deadpool.
Close.
Wait, Jim, you watched Deadpool, didn't you?
I did.
What did you think?
I like the part where he went,
I like the Xavier joke. That was a good one.
which one's
It
that?
was like, which timeline?
Oh, yeah.
I also liked
Well,
when he went
I've been through all the Twitter things. They're just not
Shit.
worth talking about.
Yeah. I like when he went to the Xavier house and was like,
Hey, it's funny every time I turn up, it's just you two.
yeah. They can only do that for one movie though.
What?
You know, the like, let's make fun of how cheap this is type
Oh,
thing.
right, yeah.
Like now it made them all the money. Now they can
I
get
like how
ridiculous.
that's cheap.
Yeah.
When
Even though-
he does like his sideways somersault flip maneuver, shooting
Yeah.
3 guys through the head.
But then
with
the
best
movie's
CG.
quite simple though. It's just out of order.
Yeah.
What movie are we talking about right now?
Deadpool. Jim
Yeah.
finally watched it
I didn't like the action scene at the end.
No.
with the boat. It wasn't the best. It's because the one on the highway is really funny and good.
That's why the boat one sucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying that doesn't make sense. I'm saying the boat one should have been good too. Boat one was shit and boring.
It should have been good.
I
It
know.
wasn't.
I have a plan. I'll put you in this tube,
Yeah. That's the problem when
and you
you're
won't die.
when you're constantly making fun of superheroes the whole film, and then you do something that
Yeah.
would be in like a typical superhero film.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit like, come on, guys, do something different.
I was
I mean, I
expecting
kinda
her to
would've
take
just
his
liked the
mask off as
movie.
well and be like, "Oh,
I did like where the villain was like. It was
Spoilers.
that really cliche scene. I guess it's spoiler.
yeah,
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Just
Well-
skip ahead a minute.
it's fucking Deadpool."
He just kills the bad guy. He just fucking slaughters him
Mm-hmm.
instead of
Doing like the whole merciful justice.
No, I
Yeah.
saw that. I saw that coming straight away though.
yeah. But it's like, is this film gonna have the gall to do it? Because I didn't really know if Deadpool was about like. I thought maybe they were gonna take it that way with like, you know what? I'm not
Mm.
gonna kill him. And then he just kicks him in the nuts or something, and then it ends. You know.
No, it wouldn't. The dick, the fan dick that they rided for the movie.
Yeah.
They wouldn't go and do that.
How do you think Deadpool will get old fast? Do you think he'll get old fast?
Well, it depends how quick they churn them out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And
how
how-
varied can they be with his character? Because part of the there it is again. Part
He
of the
just
thing.
stinks. He's looking at me. He fucking knows.
Shall I pick
Now
him
he's
up?
looking at you.
Should we play catch?
The thing that makes Deadpool kind of
You
funny
stink, Argyle.
is
You stink.
the idea of him bouncing off like Wolverine and weird shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I can't imagine that ever happening. Do you? But then like, what
The thing
movie
is,
would that be in?
Is X-Men fucked now?
I don't know.
Didn't that last movie do fucking awfully?
I don't know if it did awfully.
People like
Comparatively.
Wolverine, and there's another one coming, isn't there?
There is one more Wolverine film coming.
No, the
Yeah.
one that came out.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at how much
There's
money it
another
made.
Wolverine movie coming, and people like Wolverine.
Yeah.
so-
No, I mean, true.
I'll tell you how much Apocalypse made at the box office.
It made 12 minutes.
Such a shame because the one before Apocalypse was really fucking good.
Mhm.
The budget was 178 million. It grossed 154 in the USA, but I assume it probably did make it back
Yeah.
worldwide. They always do. Let me double check for you,
How long
Jim.
have we been going for?
52 minutes.
Okay,
We're
good.
nearing the end now. I'm just
Why is
checking.
that? I want to go to Sainsbury's.
It's 8:30 or 8:24.
Oh, I can do that. I can make that.
Yeah.
You what?
I can make
Okay, here we
I'll
are.
get to Sainsbury's.
Yeah, it made $500 million worldwide. Like that justifies making a sequel. There's still money to be made there. It only made 28%
But the only thing that
domestically.
would
It just needs
have
to be
to be-
good.
Yeah.
How would they even make a movie where it's Deadpool and X?
That's what I'm
They'd call it
thinking.
Deadpool 2 because Deadpool sells.
And just have a few of the actors from the X-Men show up or something.
Yeah, they wouldn't have Deadpool in an X-Man.
No, that would be
but
too
they'd
weird
have
because they're so
X-Man.
serious.
They'd
Yeah,
have
and because the
X-Man in a
X-Men
Deadpool.
films get the 12A treatment anyway.
They get the 12A super serious treatment.
Because
none of them have
it
been
exists in the
lighthearted,
same
really.
universe, right?
Deadpool gets the goofy 18, whatever,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah. There's now every superhero movie going to be a fucking 18 now. And the Wolverine movie is, so at least that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one does make sense.
Hopefully it'll actually, be violent and stuff like Wolverine.
Yeah.
Is the Batman movie going to be? That's not going to happen.
They're probably too
because-
pussyish to do that.
Yeah, they might 15 it though. Like BBS was that 15?
No.
It wasn't. A lot
Jim
of people
got
died.
crushed.
Well, no, Jim just hates Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I hate Rocket Raccoon. I hate Rocket Raccoon when he says, "Shoot the missiles before they hit the ground.
Yeah, that part's pretty
Quick,
heavy.
Fox, shoot the boulders before they hit the city and kill the pink people.
Jim, the pink people are important.
Quick, let John C. Riley
At
fuck
least
his
in
pink people."
No, at least in that bit there wasn't the city's empty because they're all in a
Yeah,
different one.
they had the
bit.
balls to, like-
At least it's just like there are people here and there's actual threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's threat, but then they'll shoot the.
Did you see they're
The
making Man of
boulders.
Steel 2 confirmed now?
Right.
Because that hadn't been confirmed before.
Okay.
They had that slate of movies.
The problem is everything just seems so fucked to me now that it's
It is
like,
fact.
just stop it and just cut your losses. Don't bother. Just leave it.
Just reboot it and have Patton Oswalt play every DC.
Why did they
universe
have Rocket Raccoon go, "Quick, shoot the boulders"?
What
Indiana
the fuck are we
Jones?
talking about anymore?
Because
Well, we're talking about Man
no,
of Steel
because
too.
they're meant to be scumbags.
No, but they become kind of hero-y.
Why?
It'd be a great superhero movie if they let all the civilians
No,
die.
not if they let it happen, but what if like?
It'd be very dour, wouldn't it?
Why would Rocket Raccoon do
unfun.
it?
What?
Rocket Raccoon's like steal that guy's leg.
Sorry, whenever I think about superhero movies that are meant to be kind of like that and funny, I always just think of Deadpool and I'm like, yeah, that was way funny.
But then they have
Yeah.
That's
then they
it
have
every
fucking
time.
stupid video game dialogue. Quick, fucking Dark Souls, shoot.
Shoot the Dead Space, Dark Souls.
Isaac! I want a movie where the only
The Dead Space
all the dialogue in it is created from the sound clip of someone saying Isaac.
from all the Dead Space games.
Yeah,
Screaming.
that's all I want, and they make every line of dialogue out of that somehow. Yeah.
Who am I?
Isaac.
I'm Batman.
Deadpool?
Close.
No, Gardener.
Darepool.
The
Daredevil.
Flash. The Flash.
Daredevil.
Are they gonna
It's not
have
even
two
gonna be
TVs
good.
facing each other and they like climb out and like, swap TVs?
It's like
Yeah.
BVS.
It's not even
No,
going to
listen-
be.
Captain Boomerang.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's Jai Courtney, isn't it? Wait, the one that's
Jai Courtney is.
Whichever one he is, they called
he's
Budget
Captain
Tom
Boomerang.
Hardy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was critical.
Yeah.
You're saying you got Budget Tom Hardy here.
There are lots of budget Tom Hardys.
Mm-hmm.
Jai Courtney.
But they never get them in like movies that are like actually good, like the movies he'd
Well,
be in.
remember, Tom Hardy was going to be in Suicide Squad. He was going to be Captain Boomerang. He was
Oh.
cast as him at first.
Really? And then I
Yeah.
guess he realised, wait, this movie looks so fucking
I think,
nice.
I guess he bailed to do
I'm
something
out.
else.
Yeah.
He would not have.
Wait,
enjoyed
isn't he
being
in?
there.
Is he in Dunkirk?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Actually,
That's Cillian
I have a
Murphy.
slight interest in that movie.
I have an interest in it just naturally because of who it is, who
I
is
just like
directing
the,
it.
the setting.
Not liking superhero movies for some reason.
What?
No, you haven't told us about this.
Yeah, for some reason I don't really know why it's linked. But that's hypocritical, I guess.
No.
For some reason.
Well, it's because they're doing that thing of it's the same as the first one.
I guess one of the complaints I had for the superhero movies ones is that they're like predictable or
Mhm.
something, or there's no tension because you know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But
The difference is where I knew it was going to happen in Star Wars, they built tension
yeah,
because you actually give a fuck
But then,
about
like,
the characters.
yeah. The difference is like in like the Force Awakens, for example, you're not watching for the overarching story, as in Starkiller Base. Is it going to get blown up or not? Because you fucking know. You know they're not going to not do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's more about the intricacies of how like all the characters are interacting or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is quite different because they're all like new compared to the original New Hope. But just overall, in terms of like the actual filmmaking aspect, like the camera work, the direction, the music,
Everything
the
about
sound,
it is better
the
than
practical
a fucking
effects.
superhero movie.
I just feel like
Everything.
the artistry of that movie
Yeah.
is better.
Technically and artistically, it's better.
It just flows really well. The pacing's really good. You're just like never confused. The action's really filmed really well. So I just want to chuck that in.
Fuck this fucking superhero movies, dude. I'm just fucking fed up with them.
Yeah.
I haven't seen.
I understand the
And we always have to go and fucking see them because we have to fucking talk
Yeah,
about
that's because
them.
they're like
you
the
don't
biggest.
have to though.
Oh, my fucking
The-
knee
the-
trying to click it. There we go.
The film like Hollywood industry is like, man, it's in like the lamest place it's like been in a long time. It's really, really boring.
It
We're
is.
talking about video games being stagnant.
The fucking
Movies are
damn
as well.
sight better than films are at the moment.
Yeah.
The most
But that's not to
recent-
say there aren't any good of either coming out.
No,
I mean,
it's
just like the
definitely
big blockbuster type things. Now it's just superhero movies.
Black Widow.
Black Widow, the Avengers.
Terrible. Look at that.
Did you see Zack Snyder tweeting out the just finished the last day of shooting with Batman?
For what? Justice
I guess
League?
Dawn of Justice, whatever it's called.
No, that was Batman v Superman.
Sorry, what's the next one called? The Justice League.
Yeah,
He fucking
Justice
is.
League.
But it was like, and make sure you look at Batman's brand new suit.
The one that looks
It's
worse than the one
changed
from
again now.
Batman v Superman.
Hmm.
Does it actually look worse?
It's like a special one. He's got goggles or some shit. I don't know. Whatever.
Yummy.
No, but seriously.
Superheroes. There's one shot in the Avengers where Scarlett Johansson is running down the hallway
Yeah.
with the Hulk behind her. Like, that's 100% CG.
Yeah. I remember seeing a breakdown of that.
And I didn't know.
I think I want my character theme to be Wonder Woman's theme in
Wonder
Yes.
Woman's
I
theme.
actually hummed that like really quietly when we were first asked the questions.
Oh no,
Did you?
Jim's should just straight up be Batman's theme from BVS. It's just
Dum 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 dum.
James has got his one out.
It's weird. Nope. I was gonna talk about Batman VS, but I can't.
The only reason you like it is because
Alright,
it's better than Civil War.
What? What's Marvel got to do with this?
Disney.
That's got nothing to do with
Yeah,
it.
it looks it looks like a trailer for the next Captain America. Like if you showed me
What are you
that's,
talking about?
if you showed me that Star Wars trailer and said
Can you close the door? Now it's really cold.
if you showed me that trailer, but then at the end it said Captain America, Uncivil War at the end, I'd be like, oh, new Civil War.
better.
It looks like a Captain America movie. Is Batman Begins one? That like
That's never not funny. Yeah.
Don't you kids like falafel?
Can you point at him?
don't you
James?
kids like falafel?
There he is.
Na 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 na.
That's
I
obviously your
hate
bit.
that. Can we talk about Batman Begins?
No.
Oh, I'm Ra's al Ghul. Oh, I'm gonna shoot the beam into the water.
Don't you mean Raish?
Right. I'm not gonna.
Okay, so that's
Kill
your
you.
favourite, obviously.
I'm just gonna let you be killed. Fucking bullshit. Fuck you, Nolan North. You fucked up this movie.
Conversation.
On the subject of iconic movies and their great sequels, Avengers 1 or Avengers 2?
Oh god.
You
I'm-
asked the dumb question.
I am
Ah.
joking.
Oh.
I don't care what your
Uh,
answer is to this.
I think they're all garbage.
Do you? You don't like any superhero movies?
Well, okay, the first one was all right, but everything else.
The
is
second
garbage.
the second Avengers movie is so bad.
Yeah,
It's-
I like the
Yeah.
first.
like
so
it
bad.
just gets worse and
It's
like
fucking shit.
every Marvel movie just seems to be getting worse and worse.
It's because they're always the same, so you're getting more and more intolerant.
Ruben, do you know what we've just kind of fucking done?
Yeah,
I know,
we done it.
What'd we do?
Do
we
what?
marveled it. We marveled the conversation.
Every single episode turns into a Marvel thing. Every time.
Really?
Yeah.
You
Every
always
time.
bring up Marvel shit.
It just
Yeah.
happens.
Like
It happens. Actually, Alex, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Is
Oh
Fuck
yeah,
off.
that classic score by Alan
Oh, no,
Taylor? Question mark. I don't even remember his name. It's some
Alan Silvestri.
Alan
did the
Silvestri.
first
That's
Avengers
it.
soundtrack.
Alan Taylor directed Thor 2. My bad.
And you know, the first Avengers one actually has a theme. There's actually a theme song on the soundtrack, and I actually know it. Every single other one after that, couldn't tell you. No idea.
Yeah.
So well done, Alan Silvestri.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy has the best music, and it's not even the music in the film. Like, I forget there's a score to that.
I actually
movie.
know the Guardians of the Galaxy score. I know the theme. I actually know it.
Is it any good?
Yeah. Na, da, 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 na, 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 na. It's that one. That's
one.
That wasn't helpful at all.
That is literally it. It doesn't help, but it happens. It happens once in the film when they're escaping the prison.
Oh, twice actually. He did the Batman films.
It's just like
Inception.
whenever I think of like a movie soundtrack, I always think Hans Zimmer for whatever reason.
Yeah, he has that kind of.
Yeah.
You know, a recent Hans Zimmer soundtrack score, whatever, is BVS. I think that was him.
Oh yeah, him and Junkie XL.
Him and somebody else. Yeah, that was it. And the best track from that is definitely Wonder Woman's theme, which goes a little something like this. With an electric guitar.
And the thing is, that was Junkie XL again. Like, the best theme from that movie comes.
And it's used terribly though. Like, it's used terribly, and everything in the film sucks. BVS, piece of shit, basically.
Over fucking curry, and then Jim started talking about Deadpool. That's basically what we do anyway.
Can we either talk about Deadpool or order that fucking food,
Okay.
or both at the same
So
time?
Jim's got something he really wants to talk. This is just a.
No, I can't bother to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about Deadpool.
Neither do I.
No, we weren't going to talk about Deadpool.
You and I want to, though, don't you?
Yeah, me and Jim are going to.
I actually like Deadpool. It was an alright movie.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, because I used to hate it before, like for months, until I saw it and I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's above average. Because it's not something special, it's just above average. Because it's still just a generic superhero movie.
Okay, Jim?
Yeah, exactly.
Tilt the mic a little bit.
It does a crime, Alex.
What's the crime in Deadpool 2016?
It goes, hey, look how fucking shit this is. Like, we're doing it as well, but it's fucking shit.
Like when?
Like, look, the superhero landing that every movie does. Well, I mean, we're still going to do it. We're going to say it's shit, overused, and, like, crap. But we're doing it as well, but we're paying attention to it, get it?
Yeah.
And it just does that with everything. Hey, we don't got the budget. There's, like, one X-Man.
There's two, actually.
I think every now and again it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is, but, like I was saying with the breaking the 12th wall.
The fourth wall.
And he's like, this will further the plot. Like, his character saying that doesn't even make sense. It's played for a laugh.
We're talking about TJ Miller in Deadpool.
The barman.
He's at the bar, and to progress
he's like,
to...
hey, talk to that guy over there. It might further the plot.
What that is it's kind of like a fill-in line you'd have on a script. Like, this character needs to say something that would further the plot, but he just says, like, the note that you would have in a script. If you get what I'm saying. Like,
sorry, Alex, could you repeat that? I don't know
if I'm loosely roughing out a script, I might have a scene structure like in a bar, and his character would say, I'd have temporary text saying, a line of dialogue that will advance the plot. But that's what he says.
Yeah, because it's a generally mediocre movie.
Speaking of Deadpool, the director left recently. Out of creative differences.
He left the movie.
Sequel.
Over creative differences of Ryan Reynolds.
Really?
The movie was made like last year. How can he just leave and it's already been made?
No, Deadpool 2.
Oh, there's a Deadpool 2. I bet you it's going to be exactly the same. Oh.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably going to be the same movie again, but people love Deadpool, so it doesn't matter.
He's one of those edgy heroes that everyone likes, even if they don't care about superheroes.
It's
like Wolverine.
I liked it, it's a funny movie.
Yeah, Wolverine, the Joker, Harley Quinn.
Yesterday.
They're all like those. Yeah, Wolverine's one of them, I reckon. Sort of.
No, he's just
It was ironic.
And Hugh Jackman is, like, my best friend. Can you guys talk about Deadpool or something?
Deadpool's a really, really bad movie.
I watched Deadpool, I thought it was fine, then I never thought about it again. What do you think of the Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Jim?
What?
What do you think of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 trailer?
Shit.
I was actually going to buy him tickets for Christmas.
that was really funny.
It's a crap trailer, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a bad trailer. I just thought it was the same one again, basically.
Yeah.
From the first one that was actually like, oh, this is different.
Yeah, if the movie was more like the trailers, it would have been a good movie. But it's not a good movie.
Yeah, but...
It's fucking strange Doctor Stranger Things.
You're hyped for Doctor Strange, though, aren't you, Jim?
Yeah, I'm hyped for Doctor Stranger Things.
Hopefully there are lots of 80s references in it.
Yeah, hopefully there's the thing. I'm English. Doctor Strange.
The first review I saw of Doctor Strange made me like so uninterested.
Yeah.
It's your normal Marvel affair,
Yeah.
but a little bit strange. Right then, mate.
I bet it looks quite good. Like with all the.
Let's talk about the movie that isn't good.
I liked it.
We're talking about Suicide Squad.
I haven't seen
We're
it.
a bit late to this, right?
I've not seen it.
because we didn't see it at the cinema. We legally watched it. Don't pay money for Suicide Squad.
No.
Suicide Squad's the worst film I've ever seen. I'm just going to put it out
probably
there.
put that
It's the
from
worst,
outset, yeah.
worst fucking piece of shit movie I've ever seen. I fucking hate Suicide
Jim, could
Squad.
you make your noise? You know that? Yeah.
No.
They do that and then
Now
go.
that you asked for it.
Is it not
I can't.
time?
What if he did that every time he was going to go into his joke laugh? Where to even fucking begin?
Let's begin on
Should we just go chronologically
go
through the movie?
Go through every character.
Well, they introduce them all pretty
Oh
quick.
my god. Let me preface it by saying this movie is the worst like Hollywood big budget movie I've ever seen.
It's
Like previously it was The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which was just hilariously bad. But this is
It's always DC that get like the worst of the worst.
yeah.
Because they got like the Green Lantern as well.
But Green Lantern wasn't like this. Green
No.
Lantern was a coherent film.
The Green Lantern is just like super generic, boring,
Yeah, it's just forgettable
like,
shit.
whatever.
Yeah.
But this is just straight up bad.
This is
Like the movie starts with like 4 trailers in a row for the characters. It's like
A different
4
song for all
GTA
of them
characters
and-
being introduced.
Look, let me name elements of what makes a film. Story. Fucked in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, there is none.
Cinematography, just all over the place.
Yeah, some of it
pacing.
looks really
Pacing is the worst thing about it. It's fuck. There's just scenes. There aren't scenes.
Yeah. Well, okay, my favourite thing, I gotta say it now, the movie goes for like an hour, up to like the bit where they go into that bar, and you can kind of like, okay, these guys, uneasy alliance, but they're like, they don't want to die, alright? So I get it, they're doing that. And then they go in the bar, and they're all best friends, and they suck each other's dicks, and they care about each other.
Yeah.
But then they don't, but then they do. But then they still do, and they fight, and then they really care, but then they don't really care, but then they all really care again. It was like they had all these different angles for the film they were going to go for, and then they didn't know what to do, so they were just like, right, fuck it. And
They were
did that.
desperate to have their Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
They wanted it to be like that.
Apart from like in Guardians of the Galaxy, it's like they're kind of weird of each other,
Yeah.
but then they warm
It
to
makes
each other.
sense in that
but they still
movie.
have banter with each other, not
Yeah.
like they fucking change their minds
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
Like people are saying, no, Harley Quinn's just like that, and they're all fucking psychos, so they're allowed. Fuck you, the movie's terrible.
And characters. I'm just going back to the listing things from movies. Awful. Every character is fucking appalling. All of them are these stereotypes, like
or nothing.
Or nothing. Yeah. They literally. Everything is so telegraphed. You know everything that's going to happen. Everyone has like a tragic backstory, which they introduce in like a single line. It's not showed to you. Everything's talked at you. All the characters are bad. The only thing you'd ever get out of this is the fucking pandering. Like people use the pandering thing too much, but this is actual pandering to DC fans. Like it's shit. There's nothing.
And DC fans will suck it up because they're just DC fans.
Yeah.
With no
Like, oh, it's that thing I recognise.
Therefore, it's good.
Like that's fine.
You
and
read
like
off that review.
Like with Civil War, right? I don't personally like it, but I get why a DC fan would like it because it is
Civil War.
is that what I said? Not what I said.
You said Civil War, and then you said DC fan.
Sorry, Marvel fan. God, it's all just one swirl of just fucking superhero capes in my fucking head at this
Just
point.
shit being flushed down the toilet.
But like Civil War has a story. It has scenes.
Has
like
moments.
there's a through line.
Yeah, and there's
Shit
moments in it that I'm like, that was neat. Cool.
It makes movies like Civil War, which I previously didn't like, look so good in comparison.
God, I just remember how bored I was through Civil War.
But dude,
There were
compare it to
times-
this movie.
Well, there were times where I noticed when we were sat in the cinema, God, my leg really aches. I want to stand up. I'm fucking bored.
Yeah. But this is about Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
The movie
Suicide
we have to
Squad-
be angry about.
Yeah, Suicide Squad, I did just get up and walk around sometimes. Like, fuck! There were moments where I'd just get up and walk
Yeah.
away.
It's actually unbelievable. It's fucking
amazing.
unreal. It's almost good how awful it is. Like there's something engaging about just how crap it is.
I did laugh at how shite
Yeah,
it was.
I laughed multiple times. Killer Crocs.
You were
swimming.
laughing non-stop.
I was laughing non-stop because the whole time I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe this is a real thing I am watching. I can't believe this exists. The third movie in the DC cinematic universe is this.
God. What was the third movie in the Marvel one? Thor.
Iron Man 2.
Did Iron Man 2 come out?
I think it
before
went
Thor?
Iron Man, Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, maybe. I can't remember.
Sure wasn't Captain America.
Oh yeah, it might have been that.
Should I find out?
Yeah, find out. Well,
I like
Well, because
Thor.
Iron Man-
Even
Iron
Captain
Man
America's
was-
better than.
Iron Man was
way better.
I
5.
fucking hate Captain America.
Iron Man was 2005, yeah? No, it's 2008.
Yeah, it was the same year as Dark Knight. Remember?
So when did the Incredible Hulk came out? I
The
thought-
same year. It was like a month later.
Oh, it's 2008. Okay, that's why I was confused. I thought it was 07. So I guess.
But continuing down, find out what that is. But continuing down this list, soundtrack. The worst soundtrack I've ever heard in a fucking movie. It's all over the
It
place.
makes no sense.
It plays like a new song every 5
Well,
minutes.
not just soundtrack.
Not
The
even that.
soundtrack and the score. We have,
Yeah.
to, you have to. For this one, we really have to differentiate.
Score's crap.
The
so-
score is even worse than your
Yeah.
plug-in Marvel affair because the score never gets any chance to do anything.
Mhm.
Because every time they don't use the score, they use like a Kanye song for no reason. They use Queen for no fucking reason. Because a trailer house
Rolling
edited
Stones.
half of this movie.
Yeah, it's so fucking bizarre.
And you can tell that the first time the Joker's introduced, there's just this clusterfuck scene that's edited like a trailer. They like use all these weird purple color effects and warp into the next thing and just cut out big chunks, which is like, no, the stuff you're skipping
What
is the
the
stuff I
scene he's
wanted to see.
introduced?
You know the part where he's like turning Harley Quinn into Harley Quinn?
Is that when he was first introduced?
I think so, yeah.
Alright.
I may be wrong on that, don't quote me. It's all just a string of random shit.
All right. Yeah, it was Iron Man 2. That was the third one.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
But two of them came out the same
But
year.
even compared to Iron Man 2, that's the
Like,
thing.
And the Incredible Hulk barely counts, to be honest. So Thor would be the third one, really.
Even Thor.
Yeah.
Thor's still a movie. Like, I don't even consider this a movie.
Then it was
It's just
Captain
a bunch of
America.
scenes. A bunch of random shit. There's no motivation for anything, and nothing makes any sense. The story makes no sense. They
sorry.
established that the Flash exists in this universe. Where is he while this world-altering
He was
super event's going down?
fucking. He took out Boomerang Man.
Yeah.
Captain
Yeah.
Boomerang.
Why wasn't it just Suicide Squad versus the Joker?
They already had like an okay animated movie to go off.
Yeah.
Where it was the Suicide Squad, they had some mission, but it was like a small thing. So they just focused
why
on
did
the
it have
banter.
to be? It's like the size of something from BVS.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it shows the world, and like half of it is just covered in blue goop or some shit. And it's like, why did you choose these guys to sort this out?
None of which have been introduced in the previous movies.
It's
Every single
really
one is
shit.
established.
Like, it's so shit. I can't even. And then like there are bad villains, and then there's just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about the
Mhm.
film. I don't care. Nothing in it means anything. There's no weight.
There's not a single
Like,
likable character.
there's even less than in the Avengers, because at least in the Avengers you can think, well, maybe there'll be some fucking jokes or a cool scene where they
Yeah.
fight, and this is
Yeah.
just like
I don't think it's even comparable
Awful.
to any
Yeah.
Marvel movie.
Suicide Squad is the worst film I've ever seen.
It's the worst fucking film I've ever seen in my life.
Like I've seen some bad films. We've watched Cool Cat, but
Yeah.
it's different.
It is different. They didn't have $150 million for a start. That's the thing that fucking gets me. A fucking studio backed this movie,
Yeah.
thinking it was a good idea. People worked on this movie, probably worked really hard to get it finished.
I've just been looking at the Marvel.
And Jared Leto's fucking Joker. Probably the worst
Yeah, we
thing about the
haven't
movie. This
talked about
film is a joke, but Jared
Yeah,
Leto's Joker.
It makes me surprised that there are so many people that were like, I like his Joker. Joker was the only good thing.
That's the thing, that like there was this split online. People were like, it's actually not bad. People are saying it's way worse. No, it is as bad as everyone
it's
is
just
saying.
shit. It's like nothing. It's just
Yeah.
nothing.
I think it is worth getting angry about.
He's
This
just-
is shit that
he's
like
just
you shouldn't
weirdo.
accept.
Well,
You should not
especially-
accept this
yeah.
fucking film.
Well, no, Joker isn't Joker. He's just weirdo with green hair in this movie.
Yeah.
Also, what I don't understand, you said the backstory behind his grill and shit and damaged
Yeah.
was
Never
him,
touched one once.
him and Harley Quinn like killed Robin or something.
Yeah.
But then he already has the grill when he turns Harley Quinn into Harley Quinn.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Like
It's you can tell they had way more Harley and
scene's
Joker
awful.
shit filmed.
That scene is awful.
Every scene is
The
awful.
Harley Quinn scene.
That's the
Well,
thing.
he
Like,
turns her into
here's the
it.
difference between BVS, another film I hate, Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman is incoherent, but in comparison, it is coherent.
Yeah.
in comparison, it's a good movie.
Well, there's
Yeah.
I was going to say
Well,
that
like-
out there. It's like Suicide Squad was made so that people think BVS is better than
Yeah.
it is.
Well, like, okay, Suicide Squad as well. One thing, like, you never get a grip on what's happening because it cuts every fucking 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Or faster. At least in BVS, like a scene lasts more than like 20 seconds at a time.
For the first 30 minutes or so, every single scene basically could have been the intro of the movie.
Yeah.
Like there's no beginning. You do a clap. Like the film just starts. It just puts you in this random scene, and then it keeps doing more and more scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Any of which could have been the intro. Some of which would have been better intros.
Mm-hmm.
Others would have been worse. And it's just like, what is the through line? It's just completely random.
Again, they've ruined backstory.
Yeah.
That could be fucking cool. Like
because
the whole Harley Quinn thing.
Yep.
It's like
ruined.
Yeah. She's suddenly out of nowhere loves the Joker.
Well,
you
her
don't
character
see
is
why.
shit.
She's absolutely.
I really
she's
hate
awful.
her. Yeah.
She's
people will
just
say that's what
slut.
she's meant to be. She's just stripper.
Yeah. There's a scene where she's literally like in a cage.
Yeah, stripping for a bunch
But
of
like
weeks.
slutty stripper, not stripper. Single parent has a child, needs to look after it.
Yeah.
So is doing anything she can to make money. Just shit.
Yeah.
That's all she is.
It's just a mess.
She's not like this, queen of chaos. She's just queen of.
I got more to say about fucking Jared Leto. Like I am appalled by his performance. It's embarrassing. Every time he's on screen, I actually felt embarrassed. I actually cringed. Like the proper use of the word, fucking cringed at every scene. And I was willing to give him a chance. Yeah. I knew he's a good actor. He's been in good movies. He's done good shit. But his performance in this movie, and the thing that fucks me off the most, is the shit he did behind the scenes.
Yeah.
What did he do? He sent pig carcasses to other people in the cast. Like used condoms. He's one of those, what's the fucking? I always forget the word. Method actors, where he like becomes the character. He
like a shitty Christian Bale.
Basically, yes. I believe even Heath Ledger did that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Heath Ledger
locked himself in a motel for 6 weeks.
But that's different, isn't it? Like that's just how he got into that thing.
6.
Yeah, that's not affecting other people. That's just like what he did
to help him
to get into the mind of this character, which is like fine.
For sending used condoms to people, so you're just a fucking twat.
And I suppose it's because he wanted their reactions to him to be like as real as.
And there's a bit of trivia I was reading.
I get why. It's just like, come on, dude, perfect the fucking character before you start trying to make other people, because your character is shit until you hadn't fleshed out at all.
There's a bit of trivia I was reading, saying that the Harley Quinn and Joker, whoever the actors were, Margot Robbie and Jared Leto, they didn't rehearse any of the scenes they were with, and that was like a conscious decision. So there'd be this like weird, natural thing that would go down when they first started filming. Mm-hmm. And it's like, and what fucking difference does it make?
They're in like 3 scenes together, aren't
they?
Mm-hmm.
And then he dies, then he doesn't die, and it's like, and like every time he shows up, he's wearing a classic reference to a famous Batman comic.
Mm-hmm.
Randomly, he's in a tuxedo. Another part, he's in the purple.
At the end, he shows up in a SWAT costume. Is there a reason for that? Is that a thing he does?
That says Joker on it, probably.
Yeah,
I don't know. I wouldn't know off the top of my head, but I really cannot summate how awful the Joker was in the movie.
Not only the Joker, but the relationship between those two characters as well. Just wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to talk about the film. I'm just so like...
even in like the animated show, he'd rarely like go out of his way to help out Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
It'll be the other way around. Mm-hmm. She's constantly trying to like be something to him.
Yeah.
He just doesn't give a shit.
He's supposed to be obsessed with Batman, and she's supposed to be obsessed with him, right?
Yeah.
And he just kind of uses her as this weird, like, fucked
he just mentally fucks her, and then he's just done with her.
Yeah.
But he just uses her as like another henchman.
It seems like the plot for this movie writes itself. Mm-hmm. The through line for the film is Joker setting up Harley Quinn. It's about those two characters. You set up the Joker and you set up Harley Quinn in this movie. Yeah, meanwhile, something else is going on. But then that's enough for its own fucking Batman movie.
Yeah, I know, but like I was gonna say, they shouldn't just come out the gate with Suicide Squad.
No, it's fucked. It's fucked from the beginning.
Random dude on the street. Who's Killer Croc? Who's Deadshot? Who's Fire Mexican guy?
Yeah.
Like, why do
Who just turns into this fire demon at the end? It's like,
what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
Like,
Deus Ex Machina, man.
Marvel could do something like this now. If they didn't kill off all their villains.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're shit, but still people would know them. They'd
I
be
mean,
like,
if you have
"Oh, there's
Loki
that
in
guy."
there,
Yeah, like Loki leading the.
yeah,
Ultron Defense Force.
that isn't the Sinister Six or whatever supposed to be like
That's
an
all
equivalent?
Spider-Man, though, isn't it?
It is a Spider-Man thing, but I think that's what the idea is.
Yeah.
A similar type thing, and it's kind of a bit goofy.
Suicide
Spider-Man,
Squad,
but
Sinister
like Iron
Six.
Man will help. Or whatever.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. But you can point at a couple of things in BVS and say, yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah. There's
The action sucks.
all for me it is on Suicide Squad. I'm trying to think of like a reel of my favourite worst scenes. That's all it is for me.
There's one thing I like in Suicide Squad. One thing. It's one shot. Purely on a visual level. Nothing to do with context at all. And it was when the witch character like puts her hand down and then the other
I
hand
thought that
goes
as well.
up.
I was like, that's cool.
I was like, oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
And that was the extent of the things that I like.
No,
I was
some
just like,
stuff-
I don't want to say it. I thought that was neat. Not going to say it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. This movie's
some
too bad.
stuff does look cool though.
That was another thing. The effects even look bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do
no,
look
the
bad.
effects look awful, but I mean like the practical shit, like when the Joker is lying in the middle of the room with all the shit around him,
Mhm.
but then he does his fucking laugh that's just like, he sounds like a witch from a fucking kids TV show.
Yeah.
And the part where they both fall in the juice,
Mhm.
like the colours going around them and shit, that's cool.
Stupid.
But then-
makes
but
no
then they-
sense.
I laughed at
then-
that bit because I thought it was so bad.
Yeah. I
The
hated it.
music is fucking atrocious at that bit.
Yeah.
Like that's what's funny about it. And then he kisses her, and it's like
Mhm.
those two characters.
Yeah.
I don't think you should see them do that.
They've gone for this like they tried to have this sexually charged
Yeah.
Joker and Harley
yeah,
thing
I
in this
feel
one.
like the Joker just isn't
It's like
sexual.
it's like they've
at all.
misunderstood the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the problem with that is he has no setup at all.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand what they just throw you in.
It's just because he's a recognizable character. They didn't feel like.
And he's all over the marketing and everything. He's probably going to be on the box and shit
Yeah.
of the DVD. It's honestly just unbelievable. I know this is going to piss some people off who like the movie, but fuck off.
Yeah.
Like
fuck
if
The
you
movie's
like
terrible.
this, I'm going to go as far as saying if you like this movie, you don't know what a good movie is. I'm sorry.
No, it's just like.
Well, they
complete
don't know the
blindness.
difference.
You've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
blinded by nostalgia and DC.
Yeah. Oh, you like The Force Awakens? Fuck off. Fuck off. If you're going to like make that comparison, it's like you just don't understand them. You just don't get it. I'm sorry. You can be a DC fan, you can like the movie if you want, but fuck. Independence Day, Suicide Squad, Batman v Superman. And it's like so many forgettable ones as well. Like I can't even name anymore because like they're just so fucked. And then it was The Amazing Spider-Man 2 where it was this, but times
I
minus
started watching that and I thought it was cringy and I couldn't be bothered.
Like that was the one where I thought it's just not going to get worse than this. It can't get worse
Wait, is
than
that
this.
the one, the ending where he's like diving through the clock? Is that the first one?
That's the second one.
Alright, that's the
When
one
what's her
I would
face
say.
dies.
Gwen
Yeah, and he tries to
Stacy.
web her, but she's
Yeah.
Anyway.
But like even in comparison, like
Oh, and the web goes into her hand.
yeah, that is like nothing compared to Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Like that's a scene.
I buy it quite
When
funny.
she dies, is a scene. There's acting going on. There's like
Yeah.
shit happening,
And you get it. You're like, oh, he's sad because
Yeah.
his lady died.
and like he's actually putting effort into this acting thing for this moment,
Yeah.
which I can see why a Spider-Man fan might like. Like I still think it's a terrible, awful
Yeah.
film, but in comparison, that film is fucked on so many levels, but it's not fucked on the same amount of levels as Suicide Squad. If I see a film worse than this, like
I think that's it, everybody.
yeah, like I'm
We'll
done.
quit. We'll quit. All of us.
That's a good feeling.
Well, I mean, I won't
Quit
quit. I
movies.
mean, Alex can quit if he wants, but like,
It's just, I'm fucking pissed about it. Really, I'm pissed that this was even able to happen.
you're getting a bit tubby, are you?
It's just a good thing for me because I
Wear the
fucking
hoodie,
hate all
motherfucker.
new movies. I just don't watch them
Yeah.
until this one.
But then it's amazing that like we say that, but then we can get a film like Mad Max,
Yeah,
which is a big Hollywood movie.
Frank, can you
Or
big black
the new
boy, fuck,
Dunkirk.
your creeping days
Yeah,
is over.
Because you know, I'm gonna watch it because it looks fucking fantastic. But that's it. That next like 2 years is gonna be full of shit. Besides, it's just normal Marvel.
It is interesting that it's always superhero movies though. See, I actually need some time to decompress about Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I want to
It's
go.
fucked
I
me
wanna
off
go and
so
sit.
much.
I'm fucking leaving the room.
So, are we gonna get Chinese
Thanks for
or
watching.
Domino's?
Next podcast, I'll answer your podcast subjects.
Yeah.
So that'll be next week.
Jim,
And
do you
we
want
have
to
Reddit as well.
Jim, do you want a
Fuckers.
Sammy's?
Should we go get Sammy's, everyone?
Fuck Suicide Squad. Fuck Suicide Squad.
At least Jared Leto was good, no?
I still have more to say about him as well, but fuck it.
I did it, guys.
You just look up and it's like Spider-Man 1 and it drips down onto your shirt.
They all know pieces from like The Dark Knight, because I guess Nolan's a different thing. He cares about music in his films.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it really does. So like that shows that fucking anyone can notice music in something.
Yeah. Even when like you don't notice, but you notice, like it's what makes any scene effective, really.
Yeah.
Or the lack of it, or whatever.
Like take away, like there's that bit in The Dark Knight Rises. I just remember this because I remember it always made like hair stand on end at first, where it's near the end before the big charge where they all run at each other, because then like the one in the back comes down and stops the gun from killing them all, and then they all run. I just that had no music.
Oh, it'd be terrible.
Just how shit it would be because of the music. It's like you're fucking into it. I suppose the thing with Marvel is that like the movies really are just stylistically dead. I hate them as much.
I put more trust in James Cameron than I do like, I don't know, Marvel Studios, for example, and what they're gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
Although it's in saying that I am curious what they do with whatever it's called,
the Guardians of the Galaxy
Thanos thing. I was thinking about Guardians of the Galaxy and how bad the trailer is for the new one.
Yeah.
Really is terrible.
Because I'm just thinking, like the end of the Avengers won't be the end.
No, it can't.
So they won't kill anyone because they want to make more movies after it. So they can be like, hey, remember that time we fought a black hole? Oh yeah.
They're gonna kill a major character.
One, because their contract's up or whatever.
So maybe yeah.
It'll be.
No, but it'll be one of those things where they'll be dead for a few movies and then maybe come back down the line or some shit.
Yeah, like I don't know who would they kill? Maybe like Iron Man.
I feel like it has to be one of the like 4.
It has to be Iron Man, Captain America.
You can't kill Scarlet. What's her face?
No.
Scarlett Johansson.
Why?
What can you hear?
Just argue was clawing at stuff. I thought he might have.
Why can't you kill Scarlett Johansson?
You can't, because no one cares. It won't have the impact. You can't kill Hawkeye
coming up because no one will care. So the only people you could kill are Cap, Iron Man.
I feel like it's going to be either Cap or Iron Man.
Yeah, it's the only. Yeah.
I
mean, yeah.
Well, it's going to have to be Iron Man.
You think?
Because he's called Captain America. It's just not going to go down well.
I don't know, but people love Captain America.
Yeah.
If he died, it would actually have some impact.
Mm-hmm.
But Captain America.
Someone will die. I hope they didn't do the thing where someone dies in part 1 and then comes back in part 2. Or some shit. Basically what they're doing with
BVS.
BVS, yeah. Whatever. This isn't the Marvel shit.
What if they just made that a 2-part movie?
What, BVS?
Yeah, like so
they basically did. They made it like a 5-part movie. The beginning of a 5-part movie.
But they crammed so much bullshit into that film. Anyway, not talking about it.
Anyone seen the Spider-Man trailer?
No.
Yeah,
Spider-Man Homecoming?
That's alright.
Yeah. Do you like Spider-Man, James?
Never had any interest in it. I don't understand why people like the second one.
Spider-Man
Because
2.
I've seen it. It looks fucking terrible.
No, Spider-Man 2 is fucking.
Is that the one with Octoman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was unbearable.
Really?
Generally.
Why?
Just because it's like
you're gonna get some Twitter hate for this one.
You just say because it's so cringe.
not that exactly, but just really watching it, just kind of felt dated. Dated.
One of my favourite scenes in that movie is when Doc Ock is out of it and they're trying to remove his arms, and they like have a life of their own, and they literally kill all the doctors in the room, and it's like shot like a horror movie. It's shot just like The Evil Dead. It's fucking amazing.
I think one of the reasons why
they come up next, don't they? And they're like, speak but don't speak.
Yes, Alfred Molina is such a perfect Doc Ock.
Yeah, actually, he really, really suits the role.
What a good villain.
But I don't like it because I didn't watch it when I was young. I watched it when I was like 16, or I saw it then.
Yeah.
I feel like I could still like it, probably.
Yeah.
It just didn't hit me.
That's one of my favourites.
Better than The Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, God, by far.
Better than Spider-Man.
It has probably the best action scene in a superhero movie.
Is that the train sequence?
The train sequence is still better than every modern Marvel movie action sequence. I haven't seen
because
Strange yet.
The problem with like the modern Marvel movie action sequences, like there's tiny good snippets.
Yeah.
Tiny little bits that are good.
As long as they're not ruining the trailers.
Yeah, but then it's like the Civil War one.
Yeah.
But I get why you'd put that in the trailer.
Yeah, I get it, but
there should have been more to the fight scene because the rest of it's boring.
Yeah.
A lot of it's boring.
For that sequence.
Yeah, you're waiting for that the whole time.
Yeah.
They become really gratuitous and just like, oh, this thing's blowing up, and oh, now he's going to punch this thing hard, or.
I feel like the best fight scene.
There's never any weight to it, whereas that scene the train sequence feels really like raw and visceral because it's like Spider-Man actually gets the shit kicked out of him. Like he fucked up completely, but he still like saves the day.
Yeah, and the camera works really good. That scene where he goes onto the side of the train and sees another train coming and like goes on his back like that. It's really good. And the other and everyone inside, it's like the funny shot of everyone inside just looking at him, just lying against the glass while the other train goes past. It's a fucking great scene.
And obviously it ends on him being like,
yeah, which they kind of reference in this new trailer.
Does James ever think?
No, James, he's just gone for your cup.
Argy.
James has let the Argy in. What's this, Arg? What's this, mate? What's this? What's this?
Turn this over here.
Trying to trick him. Come here, mate. Whoa! Yeah! He hasn't learned to come to me yet. He like hates it. Maybe he just wants that bottle.
No, Dick the head's down there as well.
Oh no, he's fascinated by Dick. He wants to destroy it, even though it's made out of like stone. So
He's just cruel.
where's James gone? He's just eviscerated the scene.
Just do that. Then Argy can't get back in.
Yeah. So there were two trailers for Spider-Man: Homecoming, an international one and a normal one.
I saw one that was like 2 minutes 20 seconds.
You probably saw the first one, the non-international one.
What was
just the normal one? Yeah, I wasn't actually impressed. I was really hyped for the idea of this movie because I liked Spider-Man a lot in Civil War. Because I just like the action stuff you can do with Spider-Man, the way it looks and all that. But this film really just hammered home that incredibly boring like way Marvel films look. Every action sequence looks the same. It's always like the same style of use of CG. So like you can take 5 seconds of footage from any one of those Marvel films and stitch them together, and you could not tell which movie it's from because they have absolutely no style at all.
And like they say, oh, we do that on purpose. But like,
but why did you choose such a bland style then?
Yeah, but like think about Star Wars.
Yeah, like
style is consistent.
Yeah, I was going to make that comparison with. You might not think
let's
Rogue
talk
One's
about
going to be. Yeah,
let's talk about original trilogy and like Force Awakens. I can't speak for the prequels.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say about Rogue One, is that Rogue One, despite how the movie actually turns out to be in the end, the look of it is quite distinct. Watch out.
Yeah,
it actually looks
like Star Wars.
It has like a gritty style to it. Like you could take a frame from that and know like that it's Rogue One Star Wars. But whereas with like the Marvel thing, it's just so bland to me.
What the fuck are you doing?
And that's weird because Spider-Man's so colourful.
He's gonna knock it off the fucking chair, I guarantee it.
I'm not that stupid.
Anyway, Spider-Man. Boring.
Yeah, I like who's playing Spider-Man. I was kind of hoping for some reason that this would be kind of removed in a little bit of a way from the rest of it.
Of course not.
No, they had to chuck in Iron Man as much as possible. I thought Spider-Man was one of the only ones you like didn't need that for as well. Everyone knows Spider-Man. You know, you don't need to shove in all the like immediately the start of the trailer. It's an Avengers reference. You know, they're robbing the bank and they were wearing an Avengers mask. We'll have to see. The movie might be good. Not sure how I feel about the Vulture being this like mega Vulture.
Oh yeah, I was wondering who the fuck that villain was. I was like, is this a modern take on like Goblin? I don't know.
No, it's the fucking
here?
Vulture, played by Michael Keaton. So another bird character for him. Yeah.
Do you know what's the best thing that's ever come out of Spider-Man?
What?
The modern GTA 4.
Spider-Man
the
modern
ballad,
GTA.
the Ballad of Gay Tony character is on the Green Goblin's thing.
Is it?
Yeah. It's in a donkey video.
Tweeted something out about Suicide Squad being my least favorite. Like,
I've seen
Hollywood film I've ever seen, but I'd forgotten about Transformers 4. Iron Giant, best Superman movie. Have a think about that one, boys. The Dark Knight trilogy. Yeah, like Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Apart from I was going to say, Suicide Squad is so loosely even like a film that
I know.
Can we even talk about
Just
it
a
like,
bunch
in
of-
this situation? The Dark Knight, fucking silly. What? Why are you? What the fuck you? What?
There's certainly sillier films than The Dark Knight out there.
I mean, The Dark Knight Rises, you said, was all
To
a
a
bit
clap.
silly, but like when we saw
Audience
BBS,
is
that
annoying.
looked amazing though as well.
Yeah, but the difference was we saw
because
BBS
in
in a different
IMAX
cinema.
in a brand new cinema.
Exactly, yeah. Remember the first film
No, it
was
wasn't area.
BVS, in our area at least. I
Interesting.
appreciate about Nolan, something you cannot fault him for, is the way he uses CG and
He
real.
tries to avoid it as much as he can.
Yeah, he will. If he can do it practical, he will do it practical, and it really does show. It makes things look much better. Like the sparse amount of CG that is in, like, The Dark Knight, for example,
Mhm.
works perfectly. You can barely tell because of how it's.
Well,
how
that's
it's
the
done.
thing I like. I like when movies don't fucking go overboard with CG. Like,
Yeah.
like movies I don't like are normally very CG heavy. I just don't like
Correct
them.
me if I'm wrong.
It's not nice.
The Dark Knight, the hospital explosion, they blew up a building.
Yeah, they blew up a building.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, of course. Because I
And
was
they
going to say,
actually
because the
fucked
thing
up.
is that it didn't go off, and that's why he turned
Yeah.
around. Is like, why isn't? And then,
Yeah.
then did blow up.
I suppose actors are trained to not say, like, why isn't this working?
Just keep going
Yeah.
until the director calls it.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Well, that's what that's isn't it? You keep going until the director says
Yeah.
stop.
That's how
Or
I
cut,
suppose
yeah.
how they get improv shit.
Mhm.
And I guess that part was improv when he did that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, when it
that's
wouldn't
why.
go off.
Yeah, when he was like,
The
"Why is this
clapping,
not
yeah.
fucking doing anything."
That's fucking Christ. That movie's
yeah.
good.
See, imagine if that was a CG explosion.
They just never look as good.
Yeah, they never
Never.
do. Yeah.
Because but the thing that looks good about that is all the shit that blows out as well, like the
Mhm.
fucking window and shit. It's
There's something
so
about
good.
it. You know, Doctor Strange soundtrack you can fucking pre-order and shit. You know.
Yeah.